Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. You never know which way to rap. The record's gonna go. Classic Konversations with JT and Lo.
Hey, hey, let's speed this up. Hey, yo, what's happening, people? It's time. Do a speed route. But nah, what's up, people? This is Classic Konversations with JT and Lo. Of course, Ask the Cop is doing what Ask the Cop does. He is later than the late. But we're going to try and get this thing going. 404-500-1605. I'm saying it right. Why did that 7's trying to drop back in there again?
Gotta go to the casino, baby.
Trying to get back in there.
What's
up, Lo? Real quick, how was your week?
Yeah, that was a horrible introduction, by the way.
We're trying to get through that. We got some stuff to talk about.
For the record. Week was good, man. Everything Gucci, nothing. Really good weekend. Saturday night was super dope. Cornelius George. Have a great night tonight with Traditions. Just left there with Miss Grady Baby birthday. She got a nice little crowd over there. But I had to shoot straight up here. And here we go. Let's do it.
Here we are. We got the brother 2 Free in the building. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
Everything Gucci?
Yeah.
Hey, real quick, I got to say this, man. My wife, my wife went to Chicago this past weekend, right? No, for the Chosen Few. Went for the Chosen Few's big house joint. I had a rehearsal, that's why I couldn't make it up there. But her hotel room was across the street from the Obama Cultural Arts Center. And she did a picture. Bro, she went viral.
Really?
These white folks went in on her.
About what?
They were talking about how the building looked, how the building is back. Bro, she has over, I think, 2,200 comments. And I'm talking they went hard on the Obama Cultural Arts Center. They started talking about how ugly it was, started saying what Obama's in there doing. They just went. Hell, she ain't used to that type. My wife ain't used to that type
Just from her
stuff.
posting, just from her posting.
That's all she did, bro. She made a post and she put up there, bruh, look at my view. I didn't know what it was, and I realized it was the Obama Cultural Arts Center right across the street. I'm not able to go because it's sold out. Something. And it went crazy. These folks went crazy on that thing. And
It was people she knew or just random people?
it's random people. They was coming in. I mean, they was just coming out. A lot of people that we know was coming in, you know, saying, I can't believe, you know, some of the messages, some of the hate that's up here. You know, folks, woman just made a post about a building, and these folks, it was crazy how hateful some of those folks were, bro.
Who are these people?
White folks. I mean, most that I saw anyway. I think they trying to get you. You seen what happened with the group, the white only group.
What white only group?
They got a white only group where somebody actually messed around and made it public for a moment. We went in there.
And took it over.
And everybody started sharing it. Y'all go post right here, bro.
Really?
Bro. One dude is a store owner in, I think it was somewhere in North Carolina or Virginia. He almost had to close his store down, bro, because folks was going there talking about boycotting his store because of some of the stuff that he said in his group. But yeah, so white proud, not white pride, but white proud or something like that. And I forgot to bring that in there, but yeah, I think they, you know, decided to go with my wife. That's payback. I don't know, but yeah, man. That was kind of almost the highlight of the week, seeing that right there. I couldn't believe it. I was like, wait, is that number? I looked at it, 1.2K. Like, is this right? 1.4K, and it just kept going up.
Really?
Just kept going up, man. It was crazy.
Well, speaking of going viral, then, if you look at that post that I sent y'all with the Supreme Ump, that done went viral. That
You ain't
thing
sent me
there.
that.
Oh yeah, you ain't on social media though.
What is on?
You gonna die right. I told him you gonna die right here today.
Hey,
Send it to me.
You'd have loved it.
hey, hey.
You ain't got it on you.
Oh, see, I was like, you sure? You sure about that?
Hey, man. Hey, Supreme is Supreme for real. You didn't know, you know now.
Hey, if you didn't know, you know now.
That is a fact. That is a fact. But, you know, when we was talking about going viral, they had a debate team from Atlanta.
Yeah, speak on it.
A debate team from Atlanta's Verita School or the DeVerita School. They won a Harvard Debate Council International Summer Debate competition, and it's actually their 8th victory, the 8th historic victory for the program. It's an all-black youth debate team, and they came back to Hartsfield International Airport earlier this month, and it was major people in there celebrating it. I'm talking, if you saw the video, them coming up the escalator and walking down the hall, turning and walking out. You could tell that they was walking towards the vans. It was just people everywhere celebrating them. And brought about the question, Angelo, you know, brought this up, which we've talked about it before. Why don't we actually celebrate us more? And when I say celebrate us, I'm not talking about LeBron. I'm not talking about Lamar Jackson. I'm talking about celebrating things like that. You know, celebrating, you know, teachers getting awards, celebrating some type of heroic act or what, community act within the community that, why don't we celebrate that more the way that they did with these kids coming back from that competition? What do you think it is? Uh-oh.
I don't know, man. I know, but I don't know. I'm going to let Lo answer that one.
You know, but you don't know.
I think the truth of the matter, I think we do. I think the premise of the question starts from a deficit. And so when you start from a deficit, you're looking for for the oppressor or people who don't care about you, who are in charge of the major platforms, to recognize you. But I think if you would have went to black spaces, that would happen. Just like when the black team won the state golf championship, remember a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So that thing is highlighted in black social media places and black where we commune. It is.
But if you, just like with this, if you commune that, if you just, I mean, there's plenty. I get what you're saying. You know, there's spaces probably where
It's not probably they're doing it.
Okay, that more. What you're saying that more of us are at.
No, more of us is like, for example, more of us is on Twitter or Facebook, right?
Mm-hmm.
And less of us is on. Damn, what's the name?
Okay, it was on Facebook.
I know, but what I'm saying is, for me, the way I move, that's common knowledge. You see what I'm saying? My algorithm don't give me that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, I think too many of us are in places where we not seeing black excellence. You know what I'm saying? We not, so yeah, your algorithm. So, I was about to be messy, but I ain't gonna do it. But it's like, those things are recognized, but too often we in the wrong places.
Could it be
We
that
spend too much time in the wrong places. So then our algorithms and our search engines don't allow us to bring that up.
could it be that we're celebrating the wrong things? Because in those same spaces, the other mess is coming up in our algorithm. So could it be that we're, clicking on that to build our algorithm instead of clicking on the things like this type of celebration?
Right. We spend too much time on foolishness.
Mm-hmm.
So we watching who's pretty, who's ugly, who's
Watching the
dating,
fights.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? So now your rhythm is off. And then, you know what I'm saying, when I read, when I listen to the radio, when I'm reading books and things like nature, magazine, that's my world, black. So that kind of stuff come up, you know what I'm saying? And another thing, like, do what I said about a couple weeks ago. When we do something well, we typically the best in the world. You know what I'm saying? When we do something at a high level, it's usually the best in the world. And usually the greatest black people that you ever meet are often polished in black environments. Before the world ever met Martin Luther King, he had a whole plethora of black men and women grooming him to be who he was. Same thing with Oprah Winfrey. You know what I'm saying? She was polished in the black environment. For mainstream white media met her, she was already polished and groomed in black America.
That's I don't think people get that. Being polished and being polished in our own community. I think most people feel that a lot of us are polished after we leave the community.
Yeah.
It's sad because I think basically because people don't believe that you can be polished within our own community. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Vic saying, but I give it like Cardi B. If you listen to Cardi B conversations now on her interviews,
hey,
she changing up.
Hey, let me tell you,
She growing up.
Listen, I've said it on this show. I have I love hip hop. I've watched them, and if you ever are able, anybody out there, if you ever able to see Cardi B when she first came on Love and Hip Hop, and you look at where Cardi B is right now, you if you didn't see it, you wouldn't believe it. Mm-hmm. She's like you said, some of her conversations now, and don't get me wrong, she will go left, if the wrong person say the wrong thing to her, on social media. But some of her conversations is and I don't, like you said, I don't believe that those conversations of hers pops up in a lot of people's algorithms because they'd rather what's coming up in the algorithm is her popping off instead of her showing that intelligent side of things. But Vic, I get what you're saying.
But I'm married to FYT, so that shit don't come up to me. I'm absolved from mainstream white America. I deal with them as I see fit. So, you know what I'm saying? That ain't my world.
Angelo.
Yeah, I I slightly agree and disagree. I don't think we celebrate each other enough. I don't think we're nowhere near celebrating each other enough, and social media continues to prove it. But let me just say something about this video first.
What video?
What I love the video of these students.
Oh, okay.
What I loved about it was they made these students who won a significant academic achievement, but they treated them as if they returned from winning the Super Bowl. And that was
That's what I'm saying.
super, super dope. And that's celebrating. You know what I mean? And they did it, at the world's busiest airport. And that's a moment those kids will never forget in life. You know what I mean? How they celebrated them. I thought that was the coolest thing in the world because that was an achievement for them. You know what I mean? And they went up there and they're going against, schools that are supposed to be so much smarter than they are, so much on another level than they are, and they kick butt. And how we celebrated them, I thought was the coolest thing in the world, and that's not done enough, and all those kind of achievements, and you have kids who are graduating with so many scholarships and from high school and college, and there's so many things that we achieve that go unnoticed, but yet we spend too much time celebrating nonsense, and that's when I was getting at when I said we don't celebrate each other enough,
Right.
because we are quick to spread a bunch of BS. You can get some, just like the debate y'all were having when I first walked in today. You know what I mean? A Jay-Z debate will get way more attention than would be somebody who created, such academic achievement. So, and I think it's bringing me back to a conversation I having with a comedian today, man. It's just us, man. We just continue to not love and appreciate each other enough as a people.
Ask the cop, how you doing, brother?
Pretty good, man.
Good deal. What we're speaking about is the youth debate team from an Atlanta school, the Veritas School, actually won an 8th championship up at Harvard, a debate competition. And when they came back and got to the airport, they were treated, just like Angelo said, as if they had just got back from the Super Bowl.
It was people everywhere.
Everywhere.
That's cool.
Signs, the whole nine. And what we're saying is, why don't we celebrate us more, as in not just, like I said, not just celebrating Lamar Jackson, not just celebrating LeBron, not just celebrating Denzel.
Because we've let our culture get hijacked. Our culture is hijacked by anything dealing with athletics. They give us a warm opening. Your
Or just
Shannon
entertainment.
Sharps. Entertainment's entertainment. When it's a rapper, they'll listen to him. They want to know when LeBron farts. But anything else, so we don't have control, and enough of us don't realize they have control of our media. They feed us what they want us to hear versus being the other way around. Like I said, we never shut down. Somebody can say, let's kill black babies and rap to it, and we wouldn't even take them off radio. But let somebody talk about killing white babies and see how quick he's off radio. So we have to get that control back.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that we could, if we just, I see what you're saying about getting that control back, but can we celebrate these other things while that is still going?
Yes, of course you always want to celebrate it. What I'm saying is we have to get the buy-in from LeBron James. You have to get the buy-in from, Denzel would definitely do it. LeBron would definitely do it because he's back academic things, but there's a lot of people that they don't want to be anything else other than rapper, stripper, whatever,
But do we need for them to buy in? We can't do it ourselves.
Well, the reason we need that buy-in because they're the only people out there in the media for us now.
Yeah, I think one of the worst things that could have happened, I think, for our culture, was the selling of BET.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
When they sold BET, that was the only real network that was giving you our news. You know what I mean? Now you have to get it. You got to go through different social media channels. You got to subscribe to this, or you got to put this app on there. Other than that, you really don't get.
Nah, man, you got Roland Martin. You got
Are they on BET though?
No, Roland Martin is a
Yeah,
continuum. He's a continuum of BET. You got Roland Martin.
But where do you see Roland Martin at?
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube.
He got his own
What
channel.
is YouTube on?
Google.
Social media platform. I said you don't have.
But nobody goes to legacy news anymore anyway, though. Like CNN and Fox is just entertainment now. It's no more. The majority of stuff there is just for entertainment. It's no longer reporting news that's going to really impact you.
CNN reports news.
Absolutely sports news. And I'm saying
Fox News got sued, and this is what they said.
But here what I'm saying.
CNN.
You got some shows on BET that do really well. Sisters, some of the Tyler Perry joints, right? Mm-hmm. I'm saying if you had at the end of Sisters, you have BET News that came on, and you get that's what I'm saying, and you get the highlights of it.
Who watching more?
Who what?
CNN can't even keep up with YouTube.
No, but it's not about the number of views, but when you go to YouTube and you put in, the algorithm decides what you watch. So if you watching hood rat shit, you're gonna get a lot of hood rat shit. And there's a lot of educational shit that if you don't have that algorithm going, you're not gonna see it. And what Lowe's saying, we have to have stuff where we're gonna get our message out, irregardless. It doesn't have to do with the algorithm.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. But I'm saying the one-stop shop that Frank talking about, that's no longer for anybody.
But it can be because if we had our own.
If you're under 50 years old, you're not watching no news channel.
But that's that.
You keep saying a news channel on CBS at 11 o'clock. What comes on?
Late night TV show.
At NBC, no.
News.
On NBC, what comes on? You know what I'm saying?
I thought it was Jimmy Kimmel and all this.
No,
they come on after the news.
But see, that's the problem with our community too.
No.
We don't look outside the box.
No, what I'm saying is that formula of watching the news for somebody under 50 is no more. If you're under 50, man, you're getting your news from social media.
But you're missing the point. That's how they stole our culture.
That's the point.
But I'm telling you how we can recapture our culture because
but you can't because you have the infecteds are 90%. They're the entertainment for the world. They're laughed at, they're leered, they're cheered, but they are the black entertainment. They're the face of our culture right now.
No, hell no.
Oh, yes, they are. Yes, they are.
Hell no.
100%.
Hell no.
If you ask people to name 10 people right now off the top of their head, you're going to hear LeBron, you're going to hear Cardi B, you're going to hear Denzel Washington. You're going to get entertainers, and the only black you'll probably hear that's in politics is President Obama. Other than that, you're not going to hear it. Martin that you just mentioned, he has some good stuff he puts out, but I guarantee you, we dry call 10 people out of my phone, 10 people out of your phone, 10 people out, and I guarantee you, if we can dry call 40 people, only probably about 20 of them will know who he is. And that's my point. They tell us who to like. They tell us and they
I ain't giving that power.
No, I'm not. They do because it's mass media. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the average person that's out there. The average person that's out there, like you said, nobody pays attention to the news. Well, that's why we're behind in a lot of stuff. Because what else comes out on the news? Of Dow Jones, different things. So that's the part we have to recapture where people don't have that mindset that it's got to be shiny, it's got to spin.
You're right, Frank. 100%. That's 100% accurate.
Was that sports?
He said we still do it for sports. ESPN
Because
still
sports
the
is
spot.
insignificant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. I just feel like that took a hit to our culture. That's all.
But I'm
once it wasn't black owned.
Once it wasn't black owned.
Once it's not black owned, it's not giving blackness.
There's no news on there.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
no
you're right. There's no news.
There's
I
no
just
news.
when you said it, I thought about it. I'm like, wow, you're right. There's no
It
news.
used to be
at all.
news on there.
Yeah.
And news is about us.
And think about
There's
it.
no
If
news
they
on
got to
that.
give us our 12 to 5, 13
We were just talking about that,
of the
Frank.
news, what do you think it's going to
We're
be?
gonna take a shot for it in a minute, Frank.
I know. I looked at mine. I looked at everybody else's. Good job.
Who was
Y'all
waiting?
cutting me out.
Who was
this-
waiting? Was waiting on you to get here?
Y'all act like I don't drink. Shit.
Who's waiting on you to get here? That's all. Who's waiting on you?
Let me
to get
slip
here?
to yours. No,
That's
no.
a
We
shot
got a whole
there to
bottle
say.
of it. I'm just joking.
Yeah,
There you go.
But I just think that we have to have a mindset where, but think about it, as soon as Bill Cosby did all of that, all of a sudden 2,000 women came out of the woodwork saying, and I'm not trying to diminish the ladies before you start, but it's mighty funny that until he went to pick up NBC, that guy could have shit on the president's desk and they would have charged admission to see it. That's how popular he was across all color lines in America. Then that drops people that can remember vividly something that happened in the 50s and 60s and a time where black people were still swinging from trees and this man was able to rape white women and they couldn't go to the police. Come on. FBI was up our ass
Allegedly.
sideways.
I don't think he raped him. That's allegedly.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what,
well,
that's
I'm
what
just
he's
saying, I don't want, my name won't be attached to that one, okay? He was convicted. But I'm just saying that that's the part of it, and that's another thing. They gave us that narrative. They gave us the narrative that they wanted us to eat.
But let me tell you something, bro. My mind is so locked in on what's best for me and mine and my people. That shit y'all talking about to me, dog. I can tell you 10 platforms that can bring you black shit from a black perspective that would highlight this every day, all day. You got Roland Martin.
But you think, but
You got Don Lemon now.
what I'm saying
You
is
got the other sister that just got fired from SNBC, Joy Reid.
that's because you're involved.
I'm locked in.
You're
But
locked in.
But what I'm saying,
I'm saying to the
don't talk about Coon,
I'm
dog.
saying to the people that aren't locked in, that was a platform that was there for people just the average Joe watching shows. Other than that, you have to go look for it. With BET, you knew where it was. You know what I mean? I think it's more.
I'm not disagreeing with you at all, though.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that I think the ideology of watching a TV show to get information is no more. I think people.
And I disagree.
No, you disagree.
I
That's the
think-
whitest thing you said in a long
I
time.
think people don't watch MSNBC, CNN, and Fox News as they. I think more people pay attention to their social media news outlets than they do the legacy outlets.
No, you have a certain segment of our population that does.
Right, so I'm saying if
So
you
my
50
point
and
is,
under-
just like what did everybody tune in to see?
If you-
BET,
if you
because
25
you're gonna get all the old people tune in because you can get the shows.
But that's
you grew
it,
up with.
old people. If
No,
you
but the
25
young
to
people will
40,
tune
you're
in
not
too.
watching no
All
CNN.
you'd have to put in is one. What's that? 74th and Park. What was that damn show?
106 and
106
Yeah,
and
106 and Park. That was on BET. All those black platforms, people pay attention to it. What I'm saying is, you can't expect somebody that never Googled Black history to all of a sudden Google Black history. You have to put it in their face. Like I said, we like spinning things. Black people can be educated. When infectious, they need us to have a spinning. It's spinning, y'all. It's spinning, or it's shining, or something they can.
When
try.
you about the people that did January 6th, those infected people.
No, that's not infected.
Oh,
Not. Yeah, I'm
So
talking
you
about.
got you got
you talking about the people that put the hole in the White House? That's infected people.
No, I'm talking about the people.
Oh, I know.
The people that shot and killed 40 on Juneteenth in Chicago. Those are the people I'm talking about.
Killed 40.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that.
I'm saying, yeah.
I just want to. I'm
So
in
I'm
agreement
belabor
with
the
you.
subject. I'm just saying you have a situation like this where, for example, you just had BET Awards. You know what I mean? You know how many people watch the BET Awards? You know what I mean?
That's nice.
A bunch of them. You know what I mean? So, and we know during they advertise what upcoming on the news.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if that's being advertised on the news. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. It gets the attention. It brings you in because they're talking about it. With all these hot popular TV shows that BT has right now, our culture line has gone back to let's just entertain them. Don't educate them. Just entertain them.
Throw a basketball out there.
That's what
you know?
BET does. That's what
Put a
BET
beat to
does.
it.
It just entertains us.
Yeah.
But you don't. There's nothing educational on there. It's just entertainment. Just TV shows. Just stuff that we don't. You know what I mean? But
And they're not gonna do it.
I'm saying that's one thing that hurt our culture. That's all I'm saying.
And then you look at CNN, has a lot of good information on it, but CNN, you tune in, you're not going to see anybody that looks like you. So when kids are looking at it, a lot of them are going to shut down because a lot of them don't have a daily. And think about the number of African Americans that don't have, or Black Americans, whatever you want to call us, that don't have any interaction with anybody white.
But do you
so
think,
they're not. As soon as they see a person,
don't talk about
no.
heaven.
My point is, when
Don't
they
talk
see
about
that,
heaven.
they're going to shut down
But you
altogether.
talk about heaven.
You understand what I'm saying? They're going to shut down altogether. They're not even going to want to find out
Ask,
what's
can you say
going
that
on.
one more time? Can you tell me about heaven one more time?
Jesus Christ.
Can you say heaven one more time?
We got a
Sky-
bootleg Malcolm over there.
Sky full of elephants.
All right.
Now you didn't miss that moment of silence because it didn't exist.
Yeah. So let's move on. Yeah.
Lindsey Gay Graham.
Yeah, I know. I saw that. Recently, one of Atlanta favorites, Boosie Badass, he's actually suing two dudes, saying that he paid them $600,000 so that he can get a pardon from Trump. So he says he paid big money for a presidential pardon, but now he's claiming all he got was a massive bill and an empty promise. He wants a refund. The rapper's taking legal action against political operatives Jacob Wall and Jack Berkman after allegedly shelling out $600,000 to help secure a pardon from President Trump, one that Boosie says never came. He said these guys pitched themselves as having major pull inside Trump's orbit. He claims that they were so confident they acted like they had POTUS on speed dial. He said stuff allegedly escalated on New Year's Day when Boosie's lawyer got a call claiming Trump had already signed a pardon and the White House had just hadn't announced it yet. But according to the report, the pardon never surfaced, and Boosie's now trying to recover $300,000 on a clause in the contract that said you get half the fee back if the pardon was not delivered.
Boosie should have took that shit to his grave.
Now,
IENDP.
and now,
How did that?
since this has come out, supposedly there's been rumors running around that this is something that has been going on, but $600,000 was not the price. Supposedly the price was a lot more than that.
Yeah, it was
Okay, that's some infectious shit. Because first of all, if they're
That's not
doing
infected,
it,
that's
you're
dumb.
not gonna you're not gonna hear that. That guy's making billions of dollars.
No, he did do that.
Okay, guaranteed. And it's nobody that looks like you and me if they got that.
He let that Spanish boy go.
What I'm saying is, okay, you're missing the point.
He
Nobody
got
that's
Lil
in
Wayne. Lil
position
Wayne
to
got
make
off.
billions of dollars is gonna worry about some bullshit. And
Lil
he damn
Wayne got
sure
off.
ain't gonna. He's definitely not gonna be dealing with anybody named Bootsy or anybody that looks like us. Can it happen? Yes, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna be because you know the president of the New York Yankees, and then he shoots a call. Nobody that's making, think about all the deals that was made when they went to Europe, when he went to Saudi Arabia. That's real money. $600,000 is not real money to Trump.
Yeah, I'm not saying that $600,000 is the price, but let's say the price was $3 million. Do you still think that that would be the case?
I'm just saying he's making money guaranteed. If people that
He's
can't,
making money, but do you think he's
but that's
turning
real
down money?
Yes, that's the shit. That's why we always go to jail. Because we think on that scale, when you can think about, I'm gonna set it up where I'm gonna allow $100 million in aid to go to this country, and it slides back through his son, his daughter, his son-in-law. That's money. Why would you put yourself in bed with somebody that's already a criminal, unless you have prior dealings with
Who
him?
we talking about?
Or you know,
We're talking about 45,
pardon
47?
them.
Putting himself in bed with other criminals?
You're missing my point, but
I
it's
can't
not.
say that.
Why put yourself in that position? Is it going to happen? Yeah, but guaranteed the pardons are going to come up through people that he does business with. Now, his last week that he can do it, guaranteed he's going to be dropping some stuff. And it's probably just going to be sensational, like let Puffy go or let whoever he wants to go, or anybody he heard should be. But to sit there and think that somebody in the seat of president, black, white, yellow, green, is going to sell pardons, knowing that could get you, that's one of the few things that could get you indicted.
He can't be
That
indicted.
dude don't care about no
That's the
indictment.
part. That's the part that's
Okay,
blowing
we'll
me
feed
away.
the conspiracy. Trump's out
I ain't
there
like no conspiracy.
selling pardons. Come on, man. That's bullshit.
Trump
The
is selling
man said
pardons.
he
He
was
said it out his own mouth.
What else coming from another country?
I mean, dude,
Immigration. He's selling immigration.
They've always
that's not gonna be legal.
sold immigration.
Huh? That's not gonna be legal. He's selling immigration. That's why when you sell a pardon.
He sold pardons. He pardoned Lil
If we think this
Wayne.
dude worried about indictment, MJ, come on now. This dude don't care about no
The federal
indictment.
government already said anything he do while he's the president.
What's up, Supreme? Yeah, we talked about you earlier, sir.
Anything he do while the president cannot come back to him on a legal action. He pardoned Lil Wayne. Remember?
He pardoned a whole bunch of people. He pardoned the dude, the Dallas Cowboy who was trafficking all them drugs. He pardoned him.
Sure
And what
did.
I'm saying is, Boosie is what you call a damn. As Fred Fox said it best. So what kind of fool am I? Is what the song he need to sing. Because why would you go to the man next to the man to ask for a pardon? And then you're gonna get this motherfucker $500,000? So that's like me. You tell ask a cop, and then you tell him, and then
Well, I could honestly, in regards to what he's saying, I could see it being. There has to be some people in between. You ain't gonna just walk up to the president and give him $6 million. You know what I'm saying? I could, if it happened, I would see that there was some middlemen in between. But
And then I agree with Ascop. This man's making billions. He got a $400 million plan. You think give a fuck about your $600,000, nigga?
like I said, I don't think the price is. Again,
He's only made 3,000 trades this year
Yeah.
on the stock market.
I don't think that. I
But
don't
that's
think
my
that
point.
that's the,
Why is he gonna fuck with some
Some
yeah.
hood rat shit?
No,
He's
and
not
I'm
gonna
not.
Who
Wait,
fuck with
wait.
a
I'm not
dumbass
saying.
gonna
I'm
dig
not.
up the
I'm
crib?
not saying that
He
that's
gonna
it.
keep-
I'm not saying that that's it. But hell, let's say it was being sold for $1 billion. Do you think he would sell it?
Hell
do. Shit,
yeah.
I would sell it for $1 billion.
So that's what I'm saying. You sit there acting
No,
like
my
I'm not
point
saying that it's
is,
600,000.
it's done
but
by
I'm saying
every
that, do you
single
think-
sitting president has probably gotten money like that. Pardon my nephew, but it comes through. It's where the rich get richer and the poor get poor. That 1% is always going to look out for each other. But to sit there and think somebody's going to jeopardize everything dealing on such a low level, like the last month you win, you can pardon who you want.
Ascop, I'm agreeing with you to the point where I'm saying, I think when you said it best, like, who the fuck is you? You ain't me pardon you don't help me. In no kind of Trump not gonna do nothing for nobody unless he gets something in return. And $300,000 is not gonna
Y'all
make
miss
him.
what I'm saying. Take Boosie out.
Okay.
I know that Boosie was. I don't know what.
Boosie dumb.
I don't know what Boosie was smoking.
Boosie
Boosie
stupid.
dumb.
I don't know
Boosie
what Boosie was smoking when he decided that
He wasn't smoking
600,000
nothing. That
was
nigga,
gonna
that nigga should have been
was
smoking.
gonna get him
Would've told his ass
was
don't
gonna
do
get
it.
him a pardon. I don't know. It may have gotten him off of a traffic stop in Decatur, but not a pardon. You know what I'm saying? So
Please don't take Brian.
Yeah, take that out of it. But you're basically saying that this is something that you think that every president makes money off of.
But not on the level that you guys are saying. It's not where.
I just said take that out.
Yeah, take that out.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay.
Obama is gonna pardon somebody that the governor looked out on him something. Bush is gonna look. Bush, maybe the guy that hooked up all the paperwork for him getting his son off on the savings and loan scandal.
Biden pardoned his
stuff-
son.
Yeah, they're gonna do stuff like that. And if you like Herschel Walker's his boy, so Herschel Walker's first cousin
point, Coach.
is in jail, he gonna say, "Yeah, man, I got you."
And Boosie really
character,
did.
not the amount. I
And
agree with that.
Boosie really did that dumb shit.
Well, most of them that get a pardon, they really
They
did
did
it.
that shit.
No, like, no.
They're in
Why
the
you
reason.
that's why you getting a pardon.
Everybody's not
no.
innocent.
It's the part with him for the black folks is about who he knew. You know what I mean? Like Kim Kardashian came in and got some people pardoned. You know what I mean? What's the other rapper who been jocking him real hard? Nicki Minaj. You know what I mean? It's gonna take people like that.
But that was-
Exactly.
They'll be they Boosie should have gave Nicki Minaj $600,000. She would have a better chance of getting him off than
Right.
his lawyer would have.
Right.
Because you know what I mean?
But I think what you're saying, though-
because he
I don't
wants
know
somebody
who
because he
these-
wants somebody to kiss his toe.
Right. And I
And
think
the-
what you describe as a political advantage.
Yeah,
Yes.
Jacob Wall and Jack Berkman, I don't know who they are. But
Some lawyers that
they got him.
hey, Red Fox said it. What nigga? I mean, what kind of food are you?
Put a suck on his forehead.
Yeah, they got him for sure. They got him for sure. July 1st, man, there was a whole bunch of new laws that passed in the state of Georgia. I looked at it; it was like 122 pages long. So if you probably, especially most of you folks out there that's under HOA, make sure that you take a look in there. There's some good things in there for HOA residents that if basically they're making it harder for the HOAs to drop some of these fees if they don't have all of their ducks in a row type of deal. So that's something that you should look into. One that I saw that was crazy in the hunting is law HB 946. I don't know what a feral hog is, but it says it allows people to trap feral hogs without a license, and they can use drones to locate them. And the captured hogs must be euthanized.
Yeah,
So
you can't transport them because what people were doing, that's how hogs spread so far. Certain hunt clubs would catch a sow that's pregnant, and then they would take her supposedly to, like, say, North Georgia or DeKalb County, where there's not any, and you bow hunt there and drop one, now they'll have hogs. Because one hog turns into like 50 overnight. They breed so quick, yeah. So people would change. So that's why you can't transport a live wild hog in Georgia unless you get a special license, because a lot of people catch them and they'll use it to go, like, you go to Tennessee to a club and you're paying $3,000 for a wild hog hunt. And that's what they're doing. You got somebody that runs with dogs, catch them, pins them up, transport them across the state line, gets them up 500 hog for it or whatever.
Hey, man.
You from the city, y'all know about that.
Black folks is amazing, bro.
That ain't black folks. That's everybody.
It ain't everybody. When you started talking about that stuff,
I know, man. I hunt and I fish.
Hey, man, we amazing, bro. We into it all. As much as people think we not, we all into it. I appreciate you, bro, because you just educated me big time. I saw that and I was like, man, is this a joke? It's okay.
There was some interesting laws that was in there though that go into effect.
Yeah, so that's what's it. The gift card thing, caregiver background checks. Oh, pimping and pandering penalties will stay. They're raising pimping and pandering offenses from misdemeanors to felonies.
Oh.
That's a big thing.
Hey.
That's good.
Hey, so you pimps better.
That's a good one. That's
Hey,
a good one.
You pimps better. Hey, man, you pimps better better have it right. Because I'm telling you, you can do some real time.
And
now.
it just ain't pimping. It's like when you own a strip club and somebody goes to the back room, wax or whatever.
What's wax?
Club wax. It's a club we used to. When I worked Rice.
Wax.
You can make 1,000 cases in wax.
Easy.
In different places. So it's a situation where it's gonna protect some of the sex trafficking that's going on because you're making it where it's a deterrent. When it's only a fine, it's a big deal.
Right.
And if you're not a pimp and transport across state lines, that's not, that's the only way the feds gonna get you. If you're keeping it in-state and there's no violence involved, that's how a lot of stuff is swept on the rug, but it's big business. As you see, what's it, the tunnel in New York City.
Subways.
Yeah, so there's a lot of different things that come out, but that's a definitely good law. It'll give people advice more. When you can put a felony on somebody, it's a big difference.
Slow it
Man,
down.
it's 2028 and 26, and we just not putting felonies on trafficking.
Pimping.
But really, if I don't want to pimp, I'm gonna call you for trafficking because that's the greater penalty.
So, do you think that law was passed due to the high range of trafficking now?
Well, no, I think
pimping been going on.
I think what's happening.
Pimping been pimping.
No, what I think what's happening is you're getting more and more people becoming aware of it because some of the scandals that go down and what's hitting the media, and I think it shocks everybody's conscience, but the people that do it, and a lot of people that do it, Sandusky was at Penn State for how long doing it, and quote unquote nobody knew about it, and then the same thing with old boy that hung himself. You have a situation where Epstein, everybody knew what Epstein was doing, but nobody knew what Epstein was doing. And now that it's out there, you've got people that are sitting right by you three down with him. I'm not, and so I put it up. You got to vote on it, because if you don't vote on it, what are you doing? You're saying you're down with it. So I think you're going to see a lot more laws passed dealing with that issue. People are going to look at it whenever that list gets out, you're going to have a lot of people who are going to have to answer to it.
But this Georgia though, pimping. Like, I'm trying to understand. What do you really think led to them focusing on pimping in Georgia?
I think
And
Georgia-
it ain't Epstein.
Georgia is a capital.
Well, with Georgia, it's going to be a situation. All these young people of a different color getting on meth, and now they're going. Your daughter might be picked up in Savannah. She got a meth habit. Next thing you know, she's in Nebraska talking about I need a bus ticket home.
So it's more about
Yeah,
trafficking.
trafficking,
Issue then.
yeah,
That's what
trafficking.
I'm asking. It's
And
more
I
about
think
trafficking.
Georgia is a trafficking hub.
Well, we're number one for the longest. Now I think we dropped like 3 or 4, but Georgia's number one.
You
in
had,
sex
you
trafficking
had
for the
Georgia,
longest.
you had DC, you had Nevada. You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying this is a hub, so I think that's where they go. And then let me ask you something on another level. Who really pimping with the internet? Like, why do a hoe need a pimp if you got the internet?
Well, you gotta realize that
You'd be surprised.
everywhere isn't like that. When a pimp shows up, they may go in Tupelo, Mississippi, and they keep their girls there because there's a chicken farm around the corner, and the Mexicans coming out. Well, I shouldn't say that. The people that work chicken farms come there, and a girl may do 40 tricks in a night. So you talk about $100 a pop. That's a lot of money. So there's money in pimping still, but there's also
certain area, like you said,
certain areas, yeah. And then like you look at it now,
Yeah.
strippers don't make the money they used to make because now enough songs came out and ain't tricking if you got it. And so the average, so many people are doing it, so it takes some money away. Why jump on a stage when you can make the same amount of money just getting on one of the ad sites? Or like you said, online.
All right, well, like I said, man, a lot of laws came out. All you gotta do is pull up Georgia state laws that went into effect effective 1 July 2026. See if there's anything in it that can help you, or maybe you need to look in there and make sure that you're not doing something against one of those new laws. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna touch on the Nolan Wells thing before we we're gonna touch on Nolan Wells. We're gonna take our shot. Then we're gonna take a quick break. We talked about it last week. Nolan Wells was the kid that was actually went partying 4th of July weekend, went to an island with some friends. Friends came back. He didn't come back. They found his body that Monday, and now it's been a week since. You have any updates that you read about?
Well, it's not really updates because the law is handled. There's a lot of things that have came out, and it's just like last week. It came out, and it's really, really looking like, well, we know it was foul play now. Now it's a matter of them getting things together, and everybody saying, why haven't they locked up somebody yet? Why haven't they locked up somebody yet? Because when law enforcement rushes to lock somebody up, they can taint evidence. They can, fruits of a poisonous tree are poisonous. They can't go by what the internet's saying. They can't go by what somebody told somebody else. But when that happens, best believe they're talking to the right people and getting it done because it's all out there. And I don't like talking on the things that have happened, but the fact that he may never have been there, he was brought back to there and things of that nature. But you got to realize if somebody's got a big enough audience, they can put anything out there. Mm-hmm. Law enforcement is going to do a steady investigation. It's probably bigger than, I guarantee the state of Mississippi has to be involved because I freezably believe that small town department can handle it. So they normally ask the state to step in. So you got probably 30, 40 investigators are going to have to get a statement from every child that was in that pool, a picture at the pool. They're going to have to talk to every child that was at the pool. There's an adult that was there. They're going to have to talk to that person. And like I said, the telling thing was they lured up before they got, they're going to look at that cell phone. The cell phones are going to connect all the dots.
Especially because they have proof that most of those cell phones have already been, messages have already been erased.
Yeah.
They've already, the phones that they've already received.
Yeah, the mom.
So now they're having to go back and try to get, history and going to the FBI because they got to pull.
No, I won't put that out there, but there's a way to easily.
That's what I'm saying, but you got to get some kind of warrant for it though.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. because they've already erased a lot of text messages. They erased the message from the boy's phone.
Yeah, the mom said when they finally got his phone, said her and her sister went through the phone, went to his Snapchat. He had 2 accounts and there was absolutely nothing there. It wasn't 24 hours, which is how long videos and pictures you stay on Snapchat. And she was looking at it thinking this can't be, because whenever Nolan uses his Snap, whenever he's out having fun, he always does a lot of videos, but nothing was there from that day. So, yeah, a lot going on with that. Attorney, what's his name?
Ben Crump.
Ben Crump. He is
He's been
down
retained.
there. They have been on Good Morning America. You know, they make, you know,
They been
make
on
some
Roland
rounds or
Martin?
whatever.
They been on Roland Martin.
Oh, they have? Okay.
They
yeah.
been with Don Lemon.
Yeah, see, so
They don't fuck with the white folks. I got all the information on white folks. You can do it without them, baby.
they're
It's
getting
not a
around.
Super Bowl thing. It's a black national championship. And we the 8-time champs. Come to Morehouse. Fuck Harvard.
What in the hell are you talking about? Wait, what? How did
I'm
we
saying,
get?
no, I was just
Rebel
saying,
without a call.
no, I was saying I got all the information from black outlet.
We got that part, but then you just
Then you just kept going.
Because I said
Super Bowl and
because
A-champs
you
and
said-
Morehouse.
I
you
said
said-
Super Bowl. That's why I said Super Bowl is
And that's
it's
connection to whiteness.
connected to
saying-
football.
Yeah, and I'm saying we got black national championships. We better than Harvard. What the fuck we got to recognize them for? Recognize Morehouse. We produced Martin Luther King. Harvard ain't got nobody that cold. They ain't got a motherfucker that can fuck with King. So why would we glorify Harvard as a standard? Because I'm taking back to what you said. You said, man, we weren't supposed to. Motherfucker, we the 8-time champs. What the fuck you mean we ain't supposed to win?
I said that's what they feel.
But we the 8-time champs. So fuck your feelings. I got the trophies. I'm the champ.
Wait, how Harvard? Nothing.
Let's keep moving.
We're gonna
The
take a
people
shot.
understand me. The people understand me.
I don't know why we. I didn't know Harvard. Had,
No, they're
no, they're not. I don't know where Harvard came from. Oh, you talking about because of the debate that was won?
Yeah, y'all was glorifying
Because
what?
you will keep
'Cause it was
going.
at
Yeah.
Harvard.
Yeah, Nash. Yeah.
Wait. Hold on. We wasn't the thing was at Harvard.
It was at
If
Harvard.
it would have been at
we would have talked about that.
yeah, if it would have been at Wilshire College, I'd have said it was at Wilshire.
Lowe said they wasn't expected.
They are expected.
But you got 8 championships. This your 8th. How the fuck you
I
expect?
said we go to places where we're not expected to win.
But we the
Because, but
8-time champions.
Okay.
That doesn't mean you're
if you
expected
poll
to
1,000
win.
people, if there's a
You expect Michael to
debate
win a
at
championship.
Harvard, there's going to be certain people that are going to assume that are going to win. Now, everybody doesn't know we're the 8-time champs. And then they're automatically going to think they're going to win. So when somebody comes up, look right.
But I'm not
Nobody's
working from a
expecting it.
deficit. I'm working from a positive standpoint.
Man, if they'd have been, like I said, if they'd have been at Wilshire Community College and they won it, when they came back, they were celebrated. That's what that was about.
That was the point.
That ain't had shit to do with Harvard being celebrated.
No, y'all-
You're looking for
No.
shit to argue about
No,
sometimes.
it's not argument. Let me say it.
Or shit to bite at.
Let me say it in plain English. We are comparing our excellence to white standards. And I tried to highlight that when he said Super Bowl, that's a white standard of excellence.
It was the celebration. The
Compared to the Super
celebration.
Bowl.
Correct.
So we are comparing ourselves to white standards.
It's not a white standard. It's
Super
a
Bowl's
championship.
A Super Bowl is a white standard.
Well, it's not every player in the NFL is black just about.
You know, we just got in. I'm just saying, NFL is a white standard,
Oh,
which
my
is why
God.
black people have to fight for head
Okay,
coaching
we're
jobs.
breaking. Let's take a break.
Words in sports.
Tap out. Take a
Super
break.
Bowl.
Right,
So I'm
sports.
celebrating the
and-
Super
no, listen,
Bowl.
bro. Listen, I got one more highlight. And then
Go
you also compared Harvard as if it was a standard of excellence.
Didn't compare Harvard to anything.
We didn't say
we
Har-
said the event
it
was,
was at Harvard.
Harvard, and then you said people didn't expect that. Who don't expect the 7-time champion to win their 8th championship?
Your best friends,
Who?
White Tee.
No. You know what?
That's a
don't
white
expect
You
standard.
know what? You know what? If you've won 8 times, but there's been what 60 times they had the tournament, that don't mean that they gonna expect you to win, bro. I mean, come on, man, you ain't got
You
to be that mad.
expect you expect
that
the
mad.
championship caliber team to be a championship caliber team. They're a championship caliber team. But all I'm saying is, and it's hard for you to understand this because the conscience is not there. When you compare black excellence to white standards, you're now putting whiteness into a space where they don't even need to be.
It's not. No. Again, you're taking one thing and making it something else. Nothing was compared to white standard.
Super Bowl's a white standard.
No. It was compared to one of the biggest events, and I'm saying that it's cool to celebrate these young kids, to treat them as if they won a major event.
But you ain't say major. You said Super Bowl.
I did I said a major event.
No, you
such
said
as the
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Correct. That's not a white standard. That's a celebration of a championship
what
on a
major
major
event,
scale.
What
What are you
major
talking
event
about?
do you feel he should have said instead of the Super
He could have
Bowl?
said a major event, period. He could have said a black
No,
major event.
I didn't. No, I couldn't.
He could have said
No,
the
I
biggest
couldn't.
event in the world, which is FIFA, the biggest platform in the world, which is
That's not a white standard.
No. It's a world standard. Africans play. Brazilians play.
Oh,
You don't think
my
Africans play in the
goodness,
NFL?
What are you talking
Yeah.
about, man?
So,
Okay,
you know what?
hold on. Who the president of FIFA? Who runs FIFA?
A Hispanic man.
Who else?
He's
When
the president.
you look at the FIFA board, you tell me how many of us do you see on that board?
It's Trump adjacent.
Is what?
Trump adjacent.
Okay, you believe that? You don't know what you're talking about. Then
What you mean?
You go look at that FIFA board. You tell me who runs FIFA, and you tell me what control we have over FIFA.
You don't have to control the thing.
So what are you talking about?
Because Nigeria can win a championship. Cameroon can win a championship.
Oh, so
What does that have to do
with
okay,
anything?
okay, I
Brazil
see what
has
you're
won
saying.
championships.
So what he's saying is
No, he's
only
not.
teams in America can win it, so that means it's white.
And it's a white standard.
All right.
Super Bowl's not a black standard.
That's crazy work, man.
We'll
That's crazy work, man.
It's not a black standard event. When you want to say
FIFA's not a black standard. FIFA's not a black standard.
Brazil won more championships
FIFA's
than
not a
anybody.
black standard.
Brazil,
not a black standard.
What is Brazil then?
You think they recognize themselves as black? You believe that?
Yeah, bro. They recognize themselves as black. They got the largest black population in the Western Hemisphere.
I've
They
never
got-
met one person from Brazil
Pele.
that recognized themselves as black.
Pele.
Okay.
Pele.
Okay. You got Teasy.
I've
Pele.
been in Brazil, Colombia, and Dominican Republic. Somebody in the Dominican Republic can be as dark as me. You know what they're going to identify as?
Dominican Republic.
Go over it. Go
Latino.
cross.
They
cross.
want. I can tell you.
Latin. No,
Listen,
I'm not-
I can tell you what they won't identify as.
Exactly.
Black.
Exactly.
Now, you cross the river.
I guarantee you that.
cross the river, and what they call themselves in Dominican. Cross the river. What do they call themselves?
Latino.
Man, get the fuck. When
what
you
they
cross
call
the river,
themselves.
Dominican, what do they call themselves? When you cross the river, what do they call themselves?
But I never crossed the river, so bring it on me.
Haitian.
Oh, you talking about Haitian? Oh,
Is
dude,
that
that's totally different.
considered black?
Oh, yeah, but you know what they
Does
do to
that-
Haitians? You know what they do to Haitians? They kick them out. They probably expelled Haitians. Recently, they did it. They had a big one in the 90s. They did it in the 2000s. They expelled all Haitians. They ended up bringing them back. You know why?
We'll be right back.
Haitians
Give us
are
2
about
minutes.
90%
Classic
of the
Konversation.
skilled
Hey
Hey,
labor.
man, Uncle Nearest.
Yeah.
Cause two freaks drove into that. Boy, I need it bad now, man.
I was going.
Shout out to that.
I was
We're
gonna
there right
fake it,
now,
but I'm
Teasy.
taking mine,
Shout
yeah.
out that. We heard they fired old girl. I don't know the whole story yet. I got to get some research, but
Yeah. Man, we'll
But until
be
then,
back to
man.
go over all y'all comments.
good lord.
See, bro,
New phone. Listen, man, I've had iPhone 11 for a long time since iPhone 11 came out.
What?
Yeah, iPhone 11, and I wore it with pride because I was like, I'm not getting a new phone every time one of these things come out.
That's fair.
You know, the whole family got better phones than me, and it's okay. So I'm at Sam's, right? And I'm unloading my cart, and my mom calls me. I put it on the speaker until I get my Bluetooth. You look in the parking lot, it was dry to the left, it was dry to the right, it was dry everywhere you could see. My phone's on the back of the trunk. It fell down in the only freaking puddle in the entire area. And that phone went face first. That joke ain't been back on since, man. It went zoop.
So Lord, I'm gonna just go and tell you something. That iPhone 11 decided it wanted to die. It jumped. It jumped ship.
That is funny.
That iPhone 11 was like this. He can't keep pushing me like this.
Ready to find a studio that matches your podcast vision? Located inside Uptown Comedy Corner, our studio just 5 minutes from Atlanta's airport has everything you need. From high-quality equipment to multi-camera setups for live streaming, we've got it all. With 15 plus years of experience, our team ensures smooth sessions with editing and post-production services at an additional cost. Plus, our competitive pricing make it easy for creators of all levels. Contact us at 404-500-1605.
Keep going.
Ascot
This
got-
is something I did went viral. In a good way or bad way? It's a bad way, wasn't it?
Yo, what up, bro? We back, man. Classic Conversations with JT and Low.
And that's a cop.
As I've always said, the commercial breaks, bro. Y'all could be here and see this. We got to start recording that again. You know, the behind the scenes of
Good news,
Classic
that's not-
Conversations. Yeah, we're gonna make y'all have to pay to get to see those though, because
we might go to jail.
be some stuff that's being said.
I lose a job or two.
So listen, man, we're gonna go over these comments, and then we're gonna get into some stuff based on Big Tigger and his wife, and some other stuff. But right now, Angelo, going over some of them comments. You got there.
All right. Ty Vicks was talking about the video. He saw it. Saw the celebration. I believe it starts in homes in the community. We're quick to celebrate a Cardi B or Megan Thee Stallion. Yeah, Frank did say when he saw the thing. He said he texted me and said I could see Asa doing something like that, and he did. They went to state.
Yeah, forensics.
Nah, but they were his debate team.
That's what I just said, nigga.
They did. You said forensics.
That's debate. That's what they call it, forensics.
No, I've never heard it called. They did the same thing with some of the soccer teams. They didn't want to celebrate just because they participated. When our people had Ebony Jet newspaper, we would celebrate it. Now that's true, Mom. You know, Ebony and Jet was good news for us.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Essence and Jet Beauty.
You may have
Education.
looked for the centerfold, rushed to see the centerfold, but then you went back and read everything.
Yeah,
Hey,
start
man,
with
hey.
Centerfold and then go
Hey,
back.
speaking of that, real quick, it was dope to hear about the Essence Festival. You know, they had a fire or some stuff that happened down there. It was a fire like underground, but it took out like some of the hotels. A lot of people couldn't stay certain places, but we actually looked out for each other. And they said a lot of people actually, you know, gave rooms to other people, which no, they gave them to them. They ain't stayed with them, bro. I know what you're thinking, but it was pretty dope to see that or hear about that. That you know we actually looked out for each other.
I didn't hear
Will
that.
change.
But that's cool. I've called it, read that one already. Finally, we was officially out of CEO of Uncle Nearest. Florida news, Florida man arrested for driving on I-95, shooting fireworks at other moving cars. Also, ICE killed another person this morning. He was chasing the traffic on and hit by a semi. God, dog.
How did they kill him if he chose to run into traffic instead of being lawfully arrested?
I heard about the
Because they
fireworks
don't
thing.
always identify themselves, and they don't have to identify.
I'm sorry, how many interactions have you had with ICE?
Several. I'm Haitian.
He said I'm Haitian.
Oh, you were black.
Did I miss
Oh,
moment
no,
of silence
sorry.
for
You know, yeah.
Lindsey Gay Graham, Kim Moscow locked up in Syndrome, Mitch? No, he can't be far behind. I thought it was dead. And I still ain't convinced. They might just had him stood up with a pole behind his back.
Put a stick up his ass.
They put a stick up him. I ain't believe. Because Mitch, come on, man. Nothing on BET but violence. Well, they got some decent shows on BET, but no news. He pardoned Larry Hoover. Trump gold card for immigration. He is selling pardons. He can't be indicted. He had a gold card for immigration. Only this guy can pull off something like that. A gold card for immigration. Good night.
Appreciate you,
We'll
Unc.
see you. He's done several pardons. He don't care how it looks. Yeah, he don't. Unc said Trump is a POS pay for play mafia president. You kiss his butt and pay him money, you get what you want. Frank answered the same question MJ did about the gang of hogs. They're wild and violent. Watch shows like Landman and Yellowstone. They show how to do the pins to capture him. I didn't watch either one of those shows
I ain't
yet.
seen no hogs on Yellowstone. I've looked at Yellowstone. Did I miss a hog? Was there a hog on Yellowstone? I don't remember no hogs being on Yellowstone.
Coach Nash said that person want to sell their body. Let them. It's just like drugs. They can't tax it.
No, because of the number of young women that are pulled into
Leave
it
it up to Nash. boy.
before their minds are right.
So I'm not for or against it.
Can't tax it.
Yeah. Yeah, just the fact that some of them are forced into it, that's the problem. So him being nice on a good day. Coach Nash said, know your friends, parents. And then the rest of it is about too free confusing us. Go ahead.
All right, we'll move forward, man. As you know, we talked about Big Tigger a couple of times on the show, but after last week's show, Big Tigger's wife was actually arrested on kidnapping charges. The wife of Atlanta personality Big Tigger, Alicia Denise Brown, was arrested in Hart County after authorities say she was wanted on a kidnapping-related warrants connected to a disappearance of a child reported missing in Maryland in 2019. She was taken into custody without incident. 2 young children were found inside the vehicle and were safely recovered. The children were not injured. The Hart County Sheriff's Office said that Brown was wanted by the Baltimore Police Department on warrants connected to the disappearance of a 10-year-old child reported missing in 2019. Now, bringing that up because I think Tigger and her have been married like 5 years. Do you think that he knew about her having warrants for kidnapping? And then it brings me back to this, as a cop, you being, resident single man up here, Dwayne got a little something going on out there in the streets too. But, in regards to meeting someone, how deep do you go into the research of that person, before you actually, become into a relationship with them, and then before you actually get married to them? Dwayne, if you're going to talk, make sure you grab your mic.
Before you look so deep, the first thing you want to do is look at that panel.
Look at that what?
Okay, y'all are married.
Look at that
You said your
panel.
Panel.
What's that?
Brother.
Y'all are married. Now,
You lost me with that one.
I'm thinking he meant medical panel.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No, but honestly, I think that when you first meet somebody, I really don't care. I don't look into them until just normal dialogue conversation is going to tell you a lot about people. But I don't really go deep until I get to the point where, I'm going to seriously be involved with that person.
Oh, I thought you meant something else.
When you said go.
So no, I don't believe in all that spying because it makes it artificial. And if you have to have that many questions, that should be a red flag in itself that you shouldn't even be messing with. If they've got that much luggage, hey, I can only carry one bag at a time.
Let me ask you, would you like meeting her friends or meeting some of her family or, going to a barbecue and seeing some of the people that she hanging around with? Is that considered, something that you would look at and
That's a
say,
whole
damn,
lot.
she might be.
That's birds of a feather flock together.
You want to talk to their ex.
I saw somebody make a post about this.
You wanna
and
know
some
what the
people
ex say.
said that if you really want to know something about a person, go to the ex. But the thing is, with the ex, they're ex for a reason.
I don't believe that.
That's good.
But the thing is, there got to be. You can't take everything that an ex says about somebody.
But you
because
shouldn't
You
even
ain't got
check.
to
That's
go
some whole
say that
shit.
bitch shiesty.
That's some whole shit for a man to go ask a question, and even for a woman to do it. Because at the end of the day, you're dating that person at this point in their life, so you're meeting that person. Okay, so you don't want to know about the past because I damn sure in my younger days may have, I was on.
Did you kidnap somebody?
No, I didn't kidnap nobody, but I mean, I was on them, but I like the ladies.
I mean, I'm just
so
go ahead.
but I matured, and now I'm at the point now where I only date one woman at a time, and right now I've been celibate for 6 months.
But you being,
Dog,
but
this
you
cigar hit
being,
me wrong
but
way,
you
my
liking
bad.
women when you were young, don't mean you was an asshole. It just mean that you had what you know what you liked. So if you asked a woman from my back in the day, she'll tell you the same story that an up-to-date woman will tell you, just like, you know what I'm saying?
But how realistic is it for somebody to be able to go to somebody's ex?
Well, if
That probably is the
if
way
they
you're
got
going to get
kids,
the
it's
best
easy.
information from. But
I wouldn't do it though, man. That to me, that's like
neither.
that's to me that's some
Look, I would
that's
go
some
to the-
feminine ass shit.
That's raw
I would go
information.
to the ex after we didn't make it and be like, why the fuck you ain't tell me this shit?
I don't even want to know
you knew this
nobody.
shit.
I don't even want to know anybody like that because when people get familiar with you, that's when they get greasy in the mouth, and that's when, things happen. So why even go there if you can't trust her? If you got all these questions to the point that you got to go to somebody's ex, you probably
No,
don't
it
need
can
to
say-
be there.
it can save you a couple
talking
years.
yourself into being with them. Huh?
It can save you a couple years.
No, because everything comes to light. I mean, that's different. I've been interviewed to interrogation. I can tell when in line, a lot of different things. And so when you're at a point that you got to start questioning what they're saying or you worrying about where they go at night, well, why are you in a relationship with that person?
Or they might be crazy.
Nah, but why if you stressing me, I don't need that.
No, I ain't talking about stress. They could be crazy.
Well, a little bit crazy, all right. But you don't want crazy, but a little bit crazy, all right. But I don't check people's background. No, that's tacky.
But
You won't buy a house without looking at the background.
you're an investigator by nature, so you probably can gather most information from conversation.
This conversation and circle back around to the first question you asked me and see if it's
Correct.
the same answer.
So your thought probably be a little bit
So,
different
So,
than.
yeah, you the wrong person for us to be asking for these single folks out here.
She should be more worried about
Hey,
you.
but how she going to jail in 2026 for a kidnapping 2019, 2020?
It's real easy when you do something, and this happens a lot. Guaranteed the extradition status was changed on that crime. And that quote unquote is dirty pool, but if you know the right people, extradition status.
What's that mean, extradition status?
Okay, when you put a warrant on, and it may only be statewide, or it may be Eastern Seaboard, or it may be the entire country, and that's put on the flag notice. So that's how people can be wanted for, say, assault somewhere, but the pickup order is only statewide. So you get stopped in Atlanta, but your warrants in New York, they can't lock you up. Because the first thing they're going to do, your NCIC is going to contact theirs, and then say, hey, look, we got Mike Lewis here. Do you want him? Yeah. Okay, boom. Now they can arrest you. They have to verify all warrants.
So if the state don't want you, you can go.
Yeah, the state don't want
So
you.
you pull me over, I got a charge in Maryland. You call Maryland, hey, I got him here. Do you want him? Nah, I ain't gonna come get him. But then go ahead, go.
That's right.
Yeah. But what
Browners
it
ain't coming
typically
to get 'em, they
shows.
So why
it's
they get
go-
him now then? Why they get her now? Why they wait till
Still
Because you
warrants.
can change that extradition. You can go down, and as long as like most departments, you have to have a supervisor do it. And I'll go down and I can sign it, or you have to resubmit the warrant. There's a lot of different ways
You
you,
think
can do
Tigger
it.
did that?
No, he can't. He's
No, do
nobody.
you
Let
think
me
he
ask you
could
this.
I believe.
If he knows somebody,
I
yeah.
believe his attorney.
That's what I
Knew
was going to
somebody.
say.
Yeah.
Knew,
Attorney
they
somebody.
made a phone
Because-
call for
because,
sure.
Because you put yourself in this light.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I feel that, when the stuff first came out, she tried to pull it back. She tried to pull it back before they ended up coming out and actually arresting Tigger. She did another post after she did the first post, asked my husband about my face. Then she came out and did another post. She kind of trying to pull it back a little bit. I feel that this might be one of the reasons she did that. You keep that light off of me a little bit if this just goes away.
Nah, because she knew it was out there. I think what may have happened, was she famous back? Because I don't even know you one of them. So, was she famous back then?
I don't think she was famous. I don't think she
So
was.
she
ever
wasn't
famous.
now?
famous.
Is she famous now?
No, yeah, I mean she is now because of what's going on.
Okay,
but I don't
so
think
that's
that
the
she was
case.
She's more infamous than
yeah,
famous.
yeah. I don't
Okay,
think she
so
was
what
a
probably
celebrity or
happened?
something.
What
What's that
probably happened is she was always
She's not
wanted.
famous.
No, she travels too much. She would have come up. Yeah, it got changed. It had to get changed. 'Cause she
100%.
travels too much. She travels
But
too much.
what
And
I'm
when you go
saying
into
is-
the
Somebody made a phone-
airport,
somebody
it
made a
would have popped
phone
up
call.
and they'd have got you.
Somebody made a phone call,
Yeah.
bro. Somebody made a phone
Yeah.
call when this jump went down, and somebody
Change the
probably
extradition
called
status
Tigger.
on that.
Yeah,
Boom.
somebody probably called Tigger. Hey, you know she got a warrant down here,
They
don't
probably
she?
used Boosie's $600,000 to get this shit.
There's a good chance.
Hey,
I got her. Let me call Boosie get 100,000. I got
also
you. dog.
free Jose.
I'm just saying.
You're right though, Frank. Having Cop back, he can help us out with the legalese of everything that's happening out
So
there.
you can so the state can resubmit the warrant to go further than what it was going before.
Yeah, you're just changing the extradition status. And then it gets submitted, it's changed over.
So you think them two lawyers?
the
you
lawyers
think-
can't
you
do
think
it. The
Tigger
lawyers
called
would have. No,
Boosie lawyers to say,
didn't
can you
happen.
use
That-
some of
his
the money?
lawyer-
Wait. Boosie only had one lawyer now.
No, his
The
lawyer,
two
if a
guys were the
person's
guys he
lawyer-
paid.
Oh, right. So you think Tigger could have told him, man, I hooked you up with Boosie. Hook me up. give me
No, what
extra.
typically happens though, they'll call in a favor from a department, or they may know somebody that works in the office. They'll contact the prosecutor. Hey, we got her. Boom. Because see, the people don't look at it like this. When you extradite, you got to get them back at a certain amount of time. That incurs a cost. And if you're a smaller department jurisdiction, you don't have the money to pay to fly somebody back across country last minute from LA. Now you're going to get three commercial tickets because you got to bring two officers along. You're going to have that person. So that's 3 last minute tickets. You're talking about 6,000 or 7,000 to get somebody on some bullshit?
Hey,
No.
do you have to go and when you fly, you got to fly with the cuffs on and shit?
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, let me ask you, why you think the airport just don't give it to them? They won't give the police department nothing? Like Delta won't give Atlanta Police Department free tickets?
It's business.
Damn.
As many people as we extradite, no. They go out of business.
Chicago do it.
Dwayne, you ain't got nothing to say on this.
He ain't single no more.
he been
He going deep.
available more than most of us.
No,
Since that's a cop, has been celibate and everything. So
no,
6 months.
I say this.
My bad.
The city of Atlanta is weird, and then I also say from a male standpoint, we have. I hate to say it, we have options, right? So because we have options, settling down is hard. You know what I mean? Just because it's almost like the mentality is I can always find better. Like I can always find a bigger booty. I can always find a cheaper girl. I can always find. But this is what I'm saying. This is the mentality. So
I look at the spirit and the
so
soul.
I'll say this. Let me say this. If you're, I just put it like this. If you're gonna get married, it's usually gonna happen when you're in college. Like you're gonna meet the girl you want to marry in college, and y'all gonna go throughout life and have a great life. But after college,
But I get what you're saying about,
You know what I
that
mean?
the
Like-
mentality is I can always get better. But, you know,
I think
as
women
you, as
do
you
more
get
of that.
older, as
than
you
men.
get
I don't think
older,
men
you
really
know,
worry about it.
you start meeting
let me say
people.
this.
When
Let me
when
say
do
this.
you get a little deeper in regards to wanting to meet her cousins, her sister?
So no, let me say this. Like,
to kind of
I-
judge who she is.
Let me say this, right? We had one of my friends on here when we did the we had the 40 and up, right?
Mhm.
What's it?
We had 40 and up single men
one.
and dating in Atlanta, right? One of my best friends. This guy is single. He's over 40. He has no kids. Atlanta, successful person. He used to play, like I said, I met him through playing basketball. He played for the Atlanta Celtics.
Unicorn.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But what I say is like this. He to the point where I texted him the other day because I was like, I was going to the Braves game and I was meeting some friends at the Braves game, some girls. It was multiple girls. So I was like, who can I call to go to the Braves game with me that's single? He was the first person I thought about. I call him. He don't pick up, but he called me right back. The reason why he called me right back, he in Columbia.
South Carolina or the country?
The country.
Yeah.
So to the point where he don't even stay in Atlanta. Like he's a teacher, so when they out of school, he out. So if they have breaks, he in Belize. If they have breaks, he's in Brazil. He speaks 5 different languages, so he can go wherever he want to go. But what I'm saying is, his mentality is in Atlanta. He ain't met nobody. He been engaged twice.
Okay, stop right there.
He been engaged twice and broke both of them off.
But see, that means he went deep enough to find something that made him break it off.
No,
this is what I'm saying.
definitely.
How deep do you go before?
No, but I'll be honest with you.
Hold on, let me say this.
He had to find something that made him say, nah.
I can tell you what happened with the last girl he was engaged with. The last girl he was engaged with, he met her in Atlanta, but she was from Chicago. I remember him vividly telling me, like, I'm finna go up there to meet her family for Thanksgiving. He went up there to meet her family for Thanksgiving. He came back probably like 2 weeks later. He broke it off. It was over.
Because the apple don't fall too far from the tree.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what happened up there, but like I said, about 2 weeks later, because he just blunt. You know what I'm saying? He just broke, like I said, 2 weeks later, he broke it off. He bought a ring and everything. You know what I'm saying? So I think he was out there with the intention on getting married, and it's out the window now.
So Andrew.
But I don't think he's opposed to being married.
I'm not saying. I'm just,
I'm
not,
just saying
yeah, it's not. That's not what this is about. So Lo, back in your wait,
Right.
Wait, back.
Way back in the days
when
I used to
you
be dopey just to get paid.
About meeting people and thinking about choosing, because we, even though women choose us, we choose because we're the ones that have to ask the question or whatever. Where did you go at in regards to figuring out if this person was sane enough? Or, because I know, there was some before the wife that you said, nah, I can't do that right there. How deep did you go? Was it meeting friends and seeing how her friends were, family members?
I think it's a combination of all the above. Now, it's hard for me to answer this question because I told y'all before, I don't have a long history of dating. You know what I mean? So, but, to me, it's all about the conversation. I think with conversation, you get to start feeling a person out. And then, as far as background checks and all that stuff, I don't know if I'd ever go. If I felt like I had to go that deep, then it probably ain't the right person anyway. You know what I mean? But, I think my mom said earlier in here that my granddad said, you got to know the family. I think you do have to know the family at some point.
Yeah.
At the point where you think it's a serious relationship, you want to meet, want to see, okay, where these folks, where you coming from and all that stuff. You know what I mean? They always say, you look at You know, you want to see what they're gonna look like when they get older. You know what I mean?
The wide back.
But I just think it's a wide gamut, man. But you know, I think I do believe that a person shows you who they are at some point, and then you have to make the decision. You know, whether or not you're gonna accept what they're showing you.
Well, see,
Because the mistake I think people make is they anticipate they can change a person. You know, and if you go into a relationship and a marriage and getting serious thinking that you're gonna be the one to change them, I think you just failed.
and I think the biggest thing in dating now and in the past, women are like men now. You meet their representative, and it's almost like how long can they keep the charade together? A lot of times, so you'll meet a chick and she's like, "Oh man, she's smooth. This and that," and you start watching little things, and you can say, "Okay, she ain't the one." And a lot of times, it's like when you're older dating, it's different because you have to look at where that woman is in life. You know, when you're younger, you don't mind doing a repair job or help build or whatever. But when you get to a certain age and a woman hasn't made it to a certain level, just like a woman, if a guy's he ain't got a house, you know, you got to start looking at him. Unless it's a situation where he's living downtown or whatever, but you want to look at because you don't want anybody that's going to hinder you for doing the things you want. You want somebody that's going to be able to coexist with you. You want to be more on a intellectual level because nothing's worse. Because you like them young ones, but at some point you're gonna have someone in the conversation that's not dealing with sex. So you're gonna want somebody that's more evenly yoked. Your beliefs factor into it, things of that nature. But then again, I'm different. Like I said, I'm
Celibate.
exactly.
All right.
So let me can I interject one more thing, right? All right. MJ Cap, but let me say this, right?
Boy.
So think about like this, as far as if they say this as far as men, like what's the benefit of marriage? Like that's what people that's what people look at and think of when you saying get deep. Like, okay, if I'm gonna get deep, it's because I see that she benefits. You understand what I'm saying? So I think if the situation benefits you as a man, you willing to do it. Ain't no ifs, ands, buts about it. But if you don't see the benefit and you see you putting in more work, it's more like you said, I'm not gonna get deep with her because it's like at the end of the day it'd be a waste of time. But if I see the benefits, I'm gonna put you know what I'm saying, I'll go extra hard for something I want. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. So do you feel sometimes that benefits can outweigh? I hate to keep using Buddy because I like Tigger. You know, Tigger, you know, he doing his thing or whatever. But if you see benefits in someone, but know that they've had a criminal past.
No. That does not
That's
outweigh.
doable.
Listen, I don't want to date anybody that's gonna call the laws on me. If I feel at any time that if I date you, you gonna call the police on me, we not dating. I hate to say it like that because I feel like if we are dating, let's just say it go to that level, I feel like you should be. That's really gonna show me what type of person you are. If you can calm me down, or you know what I'm saying, if you can, we can have.
But some men love women who got a little toxicity to them.
Yeah, them folks is crazy. They both crazy.
And how do you find out that they got some toxicity to them? How do you find out that they will call the cops?
Ask the ex.
Well, let me say this. In some situations where you like Atlanta's small, so in some situations that it test you. So think about it like this: a dude that's over, let's say this, a dude that's 35 probably don't want to take his girl to the club with him because when he get in that club, he gonna see at least 3 or 4 girls that he done smacked. So say his girl in the club with him, it's gonna be awkward. Like these girls may not these girls may be cool about the situation. They may just come up and maybe give him a hug or say, "Hey, how you doing?" And the conversation to your girl is like, oh, that's my friend. That's my friend. But the look is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
that-
had,
Why you don't tell him that?
I about to say that's awkward because he ain't
no,
and he ain't got no game. He ain't
no,
know
no,
the hell
I'm
he
not
doing.
even saying no game.
Mine no. Yeah, I ain't going to the club to see a
But-
chick
but
that
let
I
me-
used to
let me
smash
say-
and say, yeah,
but
that's my
I'm-
friend.
I'm telling you I'm definitely saying, I'm trying to say it from a younger guy's point of view, like a
35 and up, this nigga.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm actually saying like 35 and under. I'm saying like these guys probably can't build relationships because, like, let's say they try to go somewhere nice with their girl, let's say a club or an establishment, let's just say a brunch or like a suite, you know what I'm saying? Like a nice establishment. They're gonna see somebody in that establishment that they smash. Like the man is gonna see that person because Atlanta's small.
Saturday Spring.
You know what I'm saying? And when you with
You
your
went left
girl,
with this.
that's awkward. Like, just imagine seeing somebody you smash and it's like, hey, what's up, Danielle? You know what I'm saying? And you just kind of like playing it off, but your girl kind of see it in
She
your
know.
face. You know what I'm saying? Like, when y'all get back in the car, that conversation is awkward. It's like,
You know something I think Tigger didn't do though? I think a lot of men don't do. When you're looking for a woman, you gotta find a woman whose character is in order. So, truth, the ability to tell the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. So, and then they honesty. Okay, if this is what you believe in, if you believe A, B, C, then you should be standing up for your beliefs. If you fall off on your beliefs, then your character bad. You know what I'm saying? So when your character is at a certain level, you can vibe with that. And I think a lot of young people, a lot of men, when they get married, they don't understand how to command what they want from a woman and let her fulfill your want. So if you want something from your woman, you got to be able to tell her what you want, and then you see how she adhere to that. And that goes both ways, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of young people think like they ain't really like, they really like lames or sissified because they just got a woman. That's man, your woman's supposed to have direction. You're supposed to tell your woman what you need her to do for you and what you want her to be for you so that y'all can build an empire together. And she's supposed to do the same for you. And when y'all character align, I'm trustworthy. I'm honest. My character's in order.
I think what you have a problem though, you have a problem with, this is the problem I think with celebrities though. If you're a celebrity, you know what I mean, women are gonna do what you said earlier. You're gonna meet their representative.
Everything is right.
They're gonna try, and no, not to, not knocking women, but if a woman her goal is to get married to somebody in that realm, she gonna do everything right.
But her character got to come up.
But
it changes, because it changes when you're talking about a celebrity. You're talking about somebody that's getting it thrown at him sideways.
But that ain't got to do with
front ways.
character. Character means
No, what I'm saying,
look, if
what
that
I'm
is
saying
their
is
character of
you're meeting
of
somebody
deceivement,
Then
that for
they
2
bad
years
character.
they're gonna do exactly what you want
It
them
ain't
to
exactly
do.
what I'm saying because you're supposed to argue with me too. So when I'm in bad character, so when I'm not being true to who I'm saying I believe in, you're supposed to check me. So if your woman don't check you when you out of your character, she ain't the woman for you. So
That's the thing as a celebrity.
if these guys understood that concept, they wouldn't keep a whole bunch of yes men around them.
But a lot
they
of
would-
them,
they-
but a lot of them don't have daddies
'Cause they
either, so
weak.
that's a big problem.
They are.
That factors
A lot of them
into it.
are.
they sissified. Them the
I don't think
punks.
sissified. I think what happens is
That's what a sissy do, man.
Nah,
well, I look at it like this.
like
If you
a
look
woman.
at
I
the
think they've
top
been
20
catered
picks
to
in the
so
NBA
much.
draft this year, if you look at the top 20 picks in the NBA draft, I was so proud all those black young
they're
men,
different now.
family, nuclear families were intact.
Sure.
So a lot of them were already, you can tell, in serious relationships, but they're going to have a different outlook. A lot of these guys that get into entertainment didn't come from a two-person household.
Who?
They didn't
What
have
you mean?
they didn't have a dad and a mom. They just had a
When
mom.
was that the norm?
Huh?
Most black men who got drafted in the NBA got mom and dads.
No, I'm saying this year's draft. I was just talking about this year's
I
draft.
mean, they have
All
mom and
the way-
dads, but
yeah.
usually both of them are not there.
Like
It's
Michael
usually just-
Jordan,
it's
Hakeem
just-
Olajuwon.
Yeah, but I'm saying
But-
no. When you look
Kevin-
if you look at historically, a lot of
You
them.
gonna say Kevin Garnett?
No.
Oh, I'm saying-
Kevin
Yeah.
Garnett had his mom.
That's what I'm saying. They have
But
one.
they had one. But
That's
what I'm
there
saying
with-
is,
this year was
a man's
mom
going to
and
have
dads
a
was there.
different outlook when he's got his dad's influence. Like a lot of guys now,
Yeah,
real feminine. If she hit me, I'm gonna hit her back. But the first thing your pops is gonna tell you is no.
That's funny.
What?
Nah, keep going.
So you're going
That's what
to
that's what I'm talking about.
so you're gonna look at things differently.
That was way more simple than Super Bowl. But what I'm saying is a lot of these young men are not being, even when they've got their daddy, like they're not being raised with the characteristic of what a good integrity means, right? So if I go to the club and it's a woman I smashed, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to that. You know what I'm saying?
But a lot of that comes from your uncles, your dad, older brothers, cousins.
But it come
learning.
from good
But when
character
you,
though.
no, but what I'm saying is, if you're not grounded from the standpoint, if you had a mom and she was out there and there's 3-4 different guys coming to the house, you're not gonna have a good grasp on it. And a lot of men look through relationships with feminine eyes because that's the only end of it they've ever saw. They didn't see their mom in a proper relationship.
Hold on, because we want to go back. JT, how much research you do? So you go to the next topic.
Oh,
y'all go.
Yeah. We about to get on to Juneteenth.
How much research you do for your girlfriend? Though? How much research did you do?
Oh, did I do? Sometimes I ain't do enough. Honestly, but usually it was family for me, man. I always wanted to meet in time, not too quickly, but I wanted to meet the family. Military is kind of different because you're always away type of deal. So you kind of had to look at, who folks hung out with and what their character was and how they moved or whatever. That's usually what I did. Would I have been able to find out if somebody was actually a criminal on the run? I don't think so, because I remember a cousin of mine that me and him kicked it with 2 cousins and found out the one he was with was wanted for murder.
Damn.
Had
Who's she
no,
killed?
I don't know. Hey, we had no idea. We found out like a month later that she was actually wanted for murder. I mean, we was kicking
That was a
it.
good pussy boy.
We was kicking it.
That was some good pussy.
I mean, she was
fucking like
she
this.
was,
My
she was
last
with,
time.
right. She was with my cousin, but you know what I'm saying. People can
Like you
hide,
own it, like you own it.
People can hide that type
Like
of
this
stuff.
pussy, 'cause I
they
ain't
can
gonna
hide
get no
that
more
type
in
of
a minute.
stuff, especially back then.
He was the last
wasn't no
dick he had.
internet, wasn't no internet or whatever.
JT, was he the last dick he had before he went to the joint?
I don't know. I don't know all that, but
was dropping
we
dick.
found out that that
I
she
want
was
to be the
one,
last
but you
nigga
just
bitch
don't know.
once you go to the joint. That got to be some good.
But I would say, especially now with as Asakop said, with the representative, and you have to look at who they are on social media and wonder if that's the real person or if the person that you're actually with is the real person. I would see it harder.
You can get through
to be
that, though.
dating shit, and that's a lot.
You just say some shit to her like off the
See,
wall.
it's
See how she
17 to 1
respond.
in Atlanta. You're not gonna get through too many things. If you see that run roadblock, it's like on to the next. Because it's not. And I'm not knocking somebody saying they can't change, but a lot of it has to do with like how they. With me, it's really big on how they carry themselves right off the bat. How they treat a waiter. Something simple as how they treat a waiter. Do they value money? What they order on the menu, the music they listen to. If I'm serious about you, those are things I'm covering the bases on.
Why the menu matter?
Huh?
Why the menu matter?
Well, I like my spots. And so if a chick goes in there and you can order whatever you want, because I'm not going to take you if I can't pay for it. But if I go in there and say you go to Preacher's and you get escargot, because I've actually had this happen, and they were looking at the prices, they weren't looking at actually what they wanted to eat. And they ended up eating half of my mussels because they didn't want what they ate, but they'll do it. Or you go to Chicken Lot.
And why you say, bitch, you better give the fuck you ordered. Fuck you think this is? I'm an old school player, bitch.
I don't do that,
And
but
you
I'm
know what
just,
you
that'll
gonna do?
put you.
You know what you just did? That goddamn man's gonna come the fuck off. You called a bitch twice on that. Bitch, you better get what you motherfucking
I never called one a bitch.
That was before he was celibate, so he wanted to make sure
Yeah,
he
that's
ain't
the
mess it
old.
up.
Hey,
No,
that's
but
the
what I
old
do know,
school,
but
take that
that's
mask
the
off
old
quick
guy.
type shit.
That just means you will go fishing that night.
That's why I say, if he cuss out right there, he gonna mess it
That
up.
mask come off though, you start dropping them cuss bombs on them.
You
be
know, it's just
pretending
different.
that no more.
I like the way a woman carries herself. I mean, that's a woman that has that essence. That's, knows what to wear. She has the right amount of cologne on. That's the shit that makes me
Perfume?
lose track of. Yeah, your perfume.
I
Yeah.
hope there wasn't no Freudian slip.
No, but no, but you look at it differently, and I think that's something that a lot of black women have lost.
What?
Now that's one thing that's attractive about an older chick, because some of these young chicks, they try to be so
Pretend.
masculine that they don't have that same feminine quality that an older woman will have.
That finesse game.
That's just because they ain't live long enough.
Yeah, exactly. That's a lot. So there's that point. You can be attracted to the physical with a younger woman. When it goes to older woman,
Now
it's
hold
just-
on now. I be going to the gym. It be some fine old women.
I'm just saying.
So we
that-
going where?
When I be in the gym, it be some fine old women.
Oh yeah.
MJ, I mean, Ascop, he don't feel that there's a lot of good looking.
It's some fine.
No, it is,
old
but then
women.
they just like
We
me.
talk- we
They're
talked-
looking
we
for what
talked
they
about
can
that
get
before.
And then it's just two different ways to
He
look at
don't
it.
think it's some fine old women in
Yeah,
Atlanta.
No, there's a lot of fine women in Atlanta.
Old
period.
women.
I date them from
Like, ain't no more eggs in
look
there.
to 50.
Ain't no more eggs in there, old. You shoot all you want. Shoot the club up. Ain't nothing gonna happen. You ain't got to cut no string.
Last topic. Juneteenth weekend, 40 people were killed in the city of Chicago, and not much was said about it from the media, community leaders, or even on social media much. So do you think that our communities have become desensitized to the murders of our own, unless there's another race that's involved in it?
Yeah, and I think that's misleading information because Chicago got 5 million people. 40 people got shot. How many of those were black? What neighborhoods they were in? You know what I'm saying?
All of them were black.
No, they wasn't. So a lot of times
All of them were black.
No, they wasn't. So what they be doing
Why
is
you say they wasn't?
40 black. Every night in Chicago, 40 people. If you 40 people
We're
got shot,
talking about Juneteenth.
It's just
There was
Juneteenth
40
weekend.
black people
That got-
No, it
shot
wasn't.
in Chicago.
No, it wasn't.
My cousins was Chicago. I guess you know more
I'm
than
from Chicago. When
PD.
they be putting the datas out of the shootings, it be the whole city. But then but the ideology to make it think it's black. So if you break down that 40, it might be 12 was Hispanic, 7 was white, 2 was
Bullshit.
Arab. No, I'm telling you what I
Pull
know.
up the stats. See, this is where we have hard time because you like to pull shit out there. But
So you
when it
think
comes to black
40
history,
you think-
yes, it was 40 black people were
No.
shot in Chicago. 8 were
Bet
murdered.
$100
8 were
to your
murdered.
favorite charity.
Yes,
Let's put it up.
let's put it up.
40 black people.
40 black people were shot in Chicago during Juneteenth. That doesn't mean it was involved in Juneteenth
So you telling me
celebrations.
no
but there
white
was
people
40.
got shot, no Latinos got
There you go,
shot,
right there.
no Chinese got shot.
It may have been more, but it says that Juneteenth weekend, gun violence across Chicago left at least 8 people dead, 40 others wounded. Now put in how many black people were killed. All right, I'm just pulling it up.
They were all black.
Where it say black?
He said
Everybody that was
I
shot.
put it. I looked.
Yeah, but that don't
pulled
say
it.
black,
I
bro.
pulled it up. Bro.
Go June 19th. How many people died on June 19th in Chicago? Because you asking, that ain't saying black people, bro.
I asked if it was black people. I didn't ask for how many people.
AI only
Well,
work
all
when the
right.
questions are right.
Okay, well, either way, let's say it was 6. What the fuck? All right.
Right.
Are we desensitized to black people being killed? Unless
No.
it was a white person.
No.
Oh, yes, we are. Come
No.
on, dude.
Why is that?
Because I can tell you the moms of you got
As
the,
a community.
I'm telling you, community organizations who protest every single day of their life. Every single day of their life.
This is a
Every
realistic
single
conversation.
day of their life,
I know.
they protest against black violence. I know organizations within Chicago who this is their
Okay, listen to
full-time
me.
job.
Listen to me. That's what I'm saying. If it's your full-time job, that's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about people that is not their full-time job. The thing that I do every day is what I do every day.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean that you're going to do it every day. So I'm saying regular people, when they hear about black people being killed, do they just, now, again, not talking about the folks that actually are out there protesting because that's their job. I'm talking about regular folks that have other jobs and just living their lives, and they find out that, let's say Atlanta, last night on whatever street at a gas station, somebody did a drive-by and there was 6 people shot, 2 people died. They look at it on the news and just keep on moving. Do you believe that we're more desensitized to it because we see it so much now?
No, I think it still hurts. I think we still cry at funerals. I think we still.
We're not talking about the funerals. What we're talking about is the response. When Pookie
I'm
gets
saying
killed
it hurts, man.
off
It
in the
hurts.
bluff,
It hurts.
we do not react the same way we react when that kid got, obviously something went wrong when he went out with a bunch of white guys. Okay, the same thing. When you're looking at Atlanta, I actually noticed that because I picked up from 97 to probably 21, I picked up probably, not me, but the unit I ran, and I participated in it. We averaged over 100 homicides in the city of Atlanta. What percentage of those do you think were white every year?
4 or 5, 6%.
No, not even that. In the warrants that we picked up. So what I'm saying is we're violent. The number one cause of death for black males under 30 is homicide. Okay, so we can gloss over it, but
I don't think people don't hurt because of it. It hurts.
no, we're not saying people don't hurt. We're saying that we put the same effort into it than if it's somebody of another race that does it.
No, we
Crump
don't.
doesn't come out when Pookie gets shot.
Man, but this is what I'm saying, bro. Something's being done to us, and y'all act like that ain't true. And then part two is, you act like we at a deficit. We human beings, we feel when our children die, it hurt.
We're not
We're
talking
not
about
saying
feeling,
the
bro.
parent. We're not saying that we
Okay,
don't
again,
feel.
look at the reaction that we've had with this kid in Mississippi.
Right.
And like he said, somebody was shot here in Atlanta last week that say they was shot by another black man. Like I said, Mr. Crump ain't coming out to do that one. Why?
I guess the way the question is posed is maybe where the confusion is, because when you use the word desensitized, that means you don't feel. So what Two Free is saying is people still feel it, and I agree with that. Yes, they still feel it. Coach Nash said the same thing. He said people in Chicago are not desensitized. The problem is the other side of the story is we don't get irate. We don't fight back. We don't, make it a major issue.
We don't say, how can we have a Juneteenth? Because I know people that are in Chicago, and they will tell you they hate it because there's always somebody that messes up a gavel. I got relatives in Chicago, and they will tell you that's an element that they can't stop.
But what I'm trying to say is that's not you. What I'm trying to say is when any statistics that you say about black people that's abnormal to the other genres of people,
Yes.
it's because something's being done to us, bro. We are always under a certain level of stress and scrutiny, and we're always under attack. So we under war, bro. We in war. So it's like
So we're not at war.
no, I'm not saying
Have you ever been in war?
No, I'm not saying in a literal sense. I'm saying in a figurative sense, in the sense that we always under some type of pressure.
I'm not
And so
saying it.
hold on, what I'm making my point. So what I'm saying is, when you look at percentages of us as abnormal to other genres, it's because something's being done to us. We got to acknowledge that something's being done to us on a consistent basis. And the things that we need to get out of this situation, we're not getting. So it looks like we're inhumane, unhuman. So that's why a lot of times when you talk, man, you talk from a deficit. Like, you bring up the infected, and infected make up 2% or 3% of the black people in the world. And those infected people.
No, we're not talking about the world. We're talking
No,
about
but
America.
I'm saying, if you just go American genres, you got trifling ass white folks, you got trifling ass Indians, you got trifling ass Native Americans, you got trifling ass Chinese people.
Mm-hmm.
Trifling, stupid motherfuckers don't stop with black people. And the majority
We're not
of
saying we did, but this show
but you start
caters
with, but hold
to
on,
black. What
correct.
we need
but
to
what I'm
change.
saying is you start with infected. That's not the majority of our people. The majority of our people are trying to put their best foot forward.
And I never said it is. What I've told, and I've always said on this show, the infected is who they pay attention to.
No, they don't.
The media,
Name me
social
the top
media,
5 rappers.
social media.
Name me the top 5 rappers in the United States of America. And I bet you they ain't infected.
We're not talking about rappers. I never said
No,
rappers are
I'm just-
infected.
I disagree with you.
I never said that.
Top 5 rappers are
No.
infected.
You got Jay-Z,
No,
you got Kendrick Lamar, you got Drake. Who's selling more albums than them?
Okay, we see.
Hold on.
What-
Jay-Z is not
what-
a top 5 rapper right now. He is not a top 5 rapper right now. Right now, NBA YoungBoy is a rapper.
He selling more than Drake? He selling more?
Yes.
Shit. Ain't nobody selling.
I
Ain't
don't know
nobody made more money than Kendrick Lamar.
I don't
in the
know.
last
I
10
don't know
years.
about selling
money,
more,
but
but I think
Kendrick
they're more
Lamar
recognized.
is
I see what
mainstream.
Dwayne is saying.
He's
But that's all I'm
mainstream.
saying,
I'm
like,
talking about
my-
when you
my
have
daughter
people
don't-
that put out
Yeah, my daughter don't listen to Kendrick Lamar.
drill music when they got
Drill
trap
music's not
music.
popular.
She listened to
No,
Drake.
but what it does, the kids that the infected, that poisons their mind before they start.
But I'm
when
saying,
you get King Von and people talk to like
King Von is a
like
fucking
he's a saint.
peon.
What I'm
He's not a
saying
major
is,
artist.
I'm not saying he's dead. He
No, he's
committed
not-
multiple homicides.
Right.
King Von is dead.
Young
He's
Dolph,
pushing days.
all them people, they not major artists, bro.
No, but what I'm saying is they touch the inner city youth.
They touch small amounts of people.
But
The
those small amounts of people are the same kids that do drive-bys, the ones that spin the
They the
block.
same people that
ones
go to June 16th. They're the same people who go to the America 250. I'm saying ignorant people don't start and stop with us.
Okay, you're missing my point. So you're
whatever-
12.5 of a population. And I agree. The only thing I agree with you with, there are things that influence us to go the way we go.
And there's
That's the point. But
right.
what I'm saying is, if you don't acknowledge that it's a problem, you know how it comes out? Only time black people get upset is when a white person kills somebody. You know why? Because they never see the protest. When a little 4-year-old kid gets killed in Atlanta, you don't see people getting upset and tearing shit up. And
Yeah,
this is
you
a
do.
4 little kid.
No,
you
you
don't. I've been out there, not you sitting from an academic standpoint. I've been on the streets.
So
I
you
see
mean to
it.
tell me a 4-year-old child gets shot in Atlanta, and we wake up the next day, that community that he live in, wake up the next day like, oh, what you gonna?
This is what
you eat
happens.
for
I
dinner?
tell you what
They
happens.
go out, they do a candlelight
And they have the
visual,
bears.
and they-
You see the bears.
So now,
you
so
see the
now you
candle.
just, you just fucked up, right? You know you just fucked up.
No, but that's
because you just explained to me.
but
you
you're not
just
listening.
explained to me
What
what
I'm
we
saying
do.
is, what I'm
First you
saying.
said we didn't do nothing. Now you just
Okay,
explain what we
what
do.
I'm
saying.
saying
I'm
is,
saying is
you
we do
can't
it and
be
stop.
every time
This is
somebody.
what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying? Because you get a
and
situation,
to
they put the
desensitize,
candles,
Joe's right. I
they
put it
put
wrong.
the.
Oh, no, y'all talking over each
Yeah, I
other.
know.
Okay.
I put it the wrong way when I say desensitized. But what I'm saying, you're right. You do feel and you do something. But it's done after 5 or 6 days. It's finished. Right now, we're
And then they
talking
go
about
right
this,
back
we're talking
to the
about this
norm.
kid in Mississippi because we feel that there was some wrongdoing because there was a white kid involved. And it's going and it's going.
Now it's
and
a rally
going.
and cry.
And it
Exactly.
should.
And everybody
but
gets behind
why-
it from
it
the poorest
seems like
to the
it
richest.
should also for whenever one of ours falls and it's not somebody of another race.
Let me
That's
piggyback on
involved.
that. And the best way I can say it is this. When that little 4-year-old got killed, it was because 3 dope dealers got in shootouts. The little 4-year-old gets killed. Okay. Outrage. Everybody said, oh, they killed my baby, my baby, my baby, my baby. They put the bears out there. We know this caring. Anybody cares when a 4-year-old's killed, but you know what the difference is? Those kids, as soon as the people walk off, they're right back in the trap. There's nobody that opens up the window and says, hey, he's got on a brown shirt, red shirt, or whatever. I was in Red Dog, the original Red Dog. I know we had people called in stuff. Old people, young people, people called in strikes because they wanted that infected mentality out of their community. What's happening is now those people have held the community hostage, and then people, like what they say, oh, that's snitching. I'm not gonna snitch. You know why? Because it's babies having babies. There's
But
no
that's a
fathers
deficit
involved.
standpoint. So if you take 100 black people, you think the infected make up what percentage?
I wouldn't have said it goes more with neighborhoods.
Okay,
and
you take
mentalities.
10 neighborhoods. What percentage of those neighborhoods are infected?
Probably less than 5 to 10%.
So
But those
Fair
5
man,
to 10%
that's the problem. That's the
do
only time that we
90% of the
protest. We
crime.
need to protest when we kill each other.
Exactly. That's all we're saying.
But who you gonna protest?
It's not about protesting. It's about snitching. It's about calling in that little piece of shit that's in the fucking driveway and got the dope under the front tire when the police come in. We used to get it.
When
That's
you-
how we used to come and
No,
just snatch
no.
people
When you
out
say
their
who we
shoes.
gonna protest, the same people. If the what do you say? People protest when the ones that are supposed to protect us end up killing us. We protest against the people that's supposed to protect us, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if one of us kills us, why wouldn't you protest against the one that
I'm
kills
saying,
us?
how does that look? Explain to me how you do that.
How you do that is simply picking up the phone. The old people in the community still do it. People that go to the community meetings still
So
do
call
it.
the police on them.
churches still
What else
do
can
it.
you do?
Okay, Ben, all right, okay, you got a corner store. In the corner store, or you got a restaurant and they've got 7 employees, but not a single one of them's black. That's when community get together and say, okay, we're not gonna eat there till you hire some black people. You got a youth football
I'm saying,
drive
how
and
do
nobody
you protest against black on black crime? How does that look?
You know how it looks is saying that this is wrong in our community. When it happens,
No, you describe me the problem. Give me a blueprint for a solution to that. Because I know one. I know several.
One solution to that would be for church leaders and people in the communities to get on the front of it and demand a press conference. Demand a press conference.
Okay, now.
Okay, ask for a briefing on why that's.
Now, I'm about to take this all the way back to about the Super Bowl, right? Anytime you go outside of your community to fix your community, you looking for your oppressor to help you. You fix the problem of your community by taking the leaders within that community. That leader could be an ex-con, that leader could be a preacher, that leader could be a grandmother. You provide them with the resources necessary to keep their community safe. That could be resources, not money. So that could be a community center that you build. That could be a safe zone that you build for kids. So now the kids can go somewhere and play, and you
have those all over.
Hold on. And you got 30, 40 police officers there on a 24-hour basis so kids can play free. Or you hire people who willing to do security there who love the community. You know what I'm saying? But something's being done to us, so the funding that's necessary for those things to be manifested and to be what it truly should be. And you talk about Chicago, but Chicago got a man called Brandon. Brandon has pumped $23 million in the Ogdale Gardens, the ghetto. Mm-hmm. They revamping the Ogdale Gardens back to this original state, which for veterans and people who came back after the war. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying, he pumping that money back into that situation, but they try to make it seem like this Mayor Brandon is this tyrant. He anti, you know what I'm saying? He anti-Trump, but he pumping money back into them black communities. And Chicago crime rate dropped. Baltimore crime rate dropped because they invest in Newark, New Jersey, the big city, New Jersey. These are the biggest major cities in the city. When I say crime, I'm talking about murder. Murder is the only crime you can't say this, and this. If a motherfucker dead, you can say, who stole the cookies at the corner store? Who robbed the train station? You can argue that. But when you got a dead body, you can't argue that. Somebody killed him, whether we know who did it or not, right? Mm-hmm. So now you got Brandon. I'm going to Chicago. He pumping $20, $30, $40 million. That's a $500 million. That damn shit that Obama Center in the South Side, that's the South Side of Chicago. That's a black community. People mad, boom, boom, boom. But what I'm saying is he's bringing eyes and attention, and he's using it as a community center. And I, you know what I'm saying? That's a community center. So that means young activators can go there and learn, read books in a safe place that's secure and guarded by police officers, National Guard. So you got federal, state, hired by Obama's people, and you got the police department protecting that environment. So what I'm saying is something's being done to us because solutions are there. When you had 5 boroughs in Atlanta, in New York, Polish people kill Polish people. Italians kill. That's how you got the mafia type situation. How is it that they go from that to this? And how we ain't going from that to this? Because we keep going we ain't going no fucking press conference. We asking Big Mama, who live on the middle of Bankhead Highway, and the lady on Bankhead Seafood, can y'all come together, have a meeting, and we'll pay you $300-$400 to do that? Okay. Can we reinvest into your cleaners?
My point is simply this. I've seen more black bodies on the street than you ever have and you ever will.
Right.
Okay, and what I'm saying is what the disconnect comes in our community is everybody's upset for the moment. Okay, but once that moment passes, only person that's upset is the immediate family. Now, what I'm talking about is the people are getting upset about it. Now, why don't you tell where the traps are? What they're doing in the traps.
Because you know where the traps is at.
No, my point is simply this. We have to have outrage to the point that we say it's not going to happen.
So those young black brothers who went to Harvard and won that debate, that's a direct consequence of black tyranny in the neighborhood. Somebody said, y'all not about to be the statistics over there, and y'all about to be the best that ever do it.
Your parents,
that's an answer to the solution, but that's not a deficit answer. That's taking genius and polishing it. And I'm saying as an educator, I've seen more brilliant minds come through schools who don't have nothing to do with that foolishness. And these people polish themselves and be great people, and they work at Amazon. They goddamn firefighters.
But you also see the ones the ones that fall through the cracks are the ones that are unduly influenced by the ones that
that's 2%.
That no one kept.
Out of 2,000 kids, that's 2-3% of them kids.
Okay.
If you take, I'll tell you what, for every 1,000 kids in the school, You take 25 kids for every 1,000 out, you got a whole new school.
That's true. I'd get that
And
same neighborhood.
and you know what you got? A different attitude in the mind. You don't have, when I say take them out, you change the mindset of the people who looking at it. Because what I'm saying to you, if you go to Benjamin Mays High School or Booker T. Washington High School, or you go to what's the Dragons, the Dolphins, where Killer Mike then went? Duggar. They produce some of the most brilliant minds ever in the world, not Atlanta, in the world. That hasn't stopped. I'm saying that happened 50 years ago, and that happened today. There's so many high-ranking, dignified people who are in the military, who are in the medical field, who are in the law profession, who in the entrepreneur space, who are brilliant, and they come from these black environments.
We all know this. You're getting on a soapbox, and everybody here agrees with you. I agree with you. But what the problem is, even with the military, you mentioned the military, black kids can't pass the ASVAB.
The highest ranking black officer who just quit is from Morehouse. He's from Atlanta.
So okay, no.
It's not logic involved.
Well,
You just want to black it out.
The thing is, what you're doing is, and I see you're looking at it from the positive of the ones that are doing.
Right.
What he's saying is, there are some fucked up motherfuckers.
Right.
And they're not doing it.
There are
And
some
I'm
fucked
agreeing,
up,
I'm
and they're
agreeing.
not doing. Both of y'all are agreeing, but at the same time, when you're trying to agree, you're coming against
But
each
you
other.
can't.
Wait. Both of you have the great argument going, but the thing is, because again, what you're saying is right, but also what he's saying is right.
Yeah,
you can't.
but there's a
you
difference.
can't just say, you know what, we're doing great. We got these. It's more people doing great than it is bad, but then not think the bad is affecting or pushing narratives on the younger coming up.
Yeah.
What you're saying is, man, the bad is taking over, but at the same time, what you can't overlook, which I don't think you are, is that we also have some great. We also have some greats. The thing is,
And that's what I'm saying to that. What I'm saying is this is the issue. What I'm saying is every genre of people have their good and bad. Every individual has their good and bad, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you cannot fix a problem starting with you don't fix it. When you got bad credit, right? You don't start by paying the bills that's already fucked up on your credit report. You pay the bills you got first. See what I'm saying? If my goddamn if my car already been repossessed, I'm not about to goddamn get behind on my motherfucking mortgage because my car repossessed.
right, but you still got to pay that to get your
No,
credit
I ain't
back.
got to pay that.
Yeah, you do.
I can let that shit stay there, but I got to pay my motherfucking mortgage because I got to have a house to stay in.
But you know,
and if
yeah,
I don't
you're
pay
right.
it, all I'm gonna have is bad credit. What I'm saying is,
You
when
have
you
to do it both.
no, bro,
Yeah, you do, because
No,
if
bro.
you still have bad credit, then where you at?
you got somewhere to live. But I'm saying,
But you still need to pay the back.
Dude.
This one,
no,
you trying to
listen
stay
what
right in the middle.
No,
We can't keep
I'm not
staying
staying in the middle. Listen what I'm saying. If your credit fucked up, you pay the bills that you can pay. That's gonna keep you current. You don't start off. You take what's left. Hold on,
I ain't
listen.
saying start off.
If you pay all your current bills, you got $25. That go to the bad credit.
That's what I'm saying.
So what I'm saying is, but you got to drown out. So Elijah Muhammad always say, you don't teach the infected with dirty glasses of water. You give them clean water. If you give the people clean, so you don't start from a deficit. When you address where we're gonna go as a people, and you start with the deficit, you trying to come from the bottom up. No, you go from the top up. You push the top up because people aspire to go up. You know what I'm saying? So a little kid don't say, man, I'm gonna be a crackhead and a prostitute when I grow up. No, they say, I want to be like LeBron James. I want to be like T.I. I want to be famous. Like they want to go up. That's a natural direction. So when you start at a deficit,
what do you do with the ones that didn't say that they want? Their up is a different dynamic, because you got to understand now. From that side, their up could be Nino Brown.
it could be.
So what do you do with that part?
You put their ass in jail.
Okay.
I think, in reference to the actual question, I don't think we are desensitized, but I do believe that we don't, similar to the beginning topic when I celebrated when I celebrated those black kids for their Super Bowl parade accomplishments, you know, as a people, the communities came together. You know what I mean? The whole group, they came together and they made a decision. Let's go celebrate these kids as if they just won, you know what I mean, a major, as if they just, you know, went to the Million Man March.
Coming back from the Million Man
Got
March.
you, Kiki. As if they just coming back from the Million Man March.
Yeah,
you know what I
Black
mean? And let's celebrate them as such. And that's the same way our people should come together to fight against the violence against our community. You know what I mean? You know, like there was a female the other day was getting ice cream for her 2 kids. 2 people shooting at each other, shot and killed this woman as she was getting ice cream for her 2 daughters. So her 2 daughters had to witness her dying in the middle of the street, and all she was doing was getting ice cream. You know what I mean? Did that story make national news? No. You know what I mean? But trust and believe, somebody saw who did it. And you said it earlier. You know what I mean? To me, that is where the community comes together. Get these people off the streets. There should be no question, you know, this, you know, they got all kinds of lines now where you don't have to tell who you are. But as a community, the community has to fight against this kind of violence. You know what I mean? And these kind of issues that happen, you know, with that rallying cry, the same rally, when they go out there and put those flowers and the teddy bears, they also these big conversation of, and by the way, you know what I mean, we know who did it.
And we'll get you the name.
And we're gonna get you the names.
Let me ask you that question.
That's how you fight this junk off, man.
Let me ask you that question on the flip side.
Go ahead.
When white people kill black people, we protest.
When white people kill black people, okay, go ahead.
We protest, right?
We protest, right.
And then a few,
Not necessarily when white people kill black people, when we feel like it was
It's
something unjust.
right?
That's the only time I really protest. Go ahead.
We've been doing that for how long? That
Forever.
Just like y'all say, after
Forever.
6 days we kill a 4-year-old, and 6 days later we back in the trap house. When
No,
we
2 hours later.
Okay, 2 hours later. When we unjustly killed by white people, a few days later, we getting killed again by another cracker.
Yeah,
So I'm saying it's the same. It's the same rhythm. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it from both sides, you know what I'm saying. We've been protesting against black brutality. You know what I'm saying? We've been doing that since the Scottsboro Boys to Colin Kaepernick. We've been protesting against the brutality of black people by white institutions and white people.
We're not
What
talking
about,
about.
I'm saying-
what
so
about
I'm
the
saying-
brutality of black people against black
I'm
people?
saying I know, but I'm saying that question. That
But
question.
everything can't circle back to whitey.
No,
okay?
no. It can't. But what I'm saying, when you look at stuff, it ain't about white, bro. You ain't
Like you
listening.
said, Jesus Christ. You said, but the white.
No, you ain't listening, bro. I'm saying what you said out your mouth is that we kill a 4-year-old, we put some stuff on a t-shirt, we put a balloon down, and then a couple days later we back to normal. It's back to selling dope.
Not the same day.
Okay, same day. And I'm saying when white people kill us unjustly in the streets, we protest and then we right back to that situation again.
Nah.
Yeah, I can tell you
I
all the people.
wait. I see what he's saying. So are you saying that we shouldn't?
No, I'm saying when you take the elements, when you take the key components of black on black crime and you say how we should fix the problem. We have the same problem with black on black crime. It's continuum. It's a continuum, and we tired of it. But white on black violence is a continuum. We tired of it.
But
You
it
see what I'm
doesn't
saying?
happen to the degree that you're trying to say.
What you mean, man?
It doesn't
What about the
happen.
boy in Carolina that got shot by the Asian and the boy got off? What about the boy that gave a first offense 35 years on the first offense?
But these things happen. You're right. But
And then what about the black people that's getting hung?
But we can't say that there's more of these unjust crimes than there are of
I'm
murders
not
in our own
saying
neighborhoods.
it's more. I'm saying the reaction.
Not even close.
I'm not saying it's more. What
Okay.
I'm saying is we have a reaction to that.
Correct. That's the whole
But
point
we
of
don't
this
have a
conversation.
reaction to the
And
black
so
on
I'm
black
saying
crime.
we do, and I'm saying that reaction. We having a reaction, but it ain't solving the problem. Whatever our reaction is, it ain't fixing the problem because we going at it again. Marvin
It
Gaye
could
said,
fix
what's
the
going on?
problem.
Colin Kaepernick take a knee, and now Ben Crump can't stop working.
Jesus Christ, everything can. Okay, if we don't, just like you said, it was stupid to expect your
You see the top five,
oppressor
Dwayne?
to come up with a solution.
Okay.
So it's just as stupid as you to blame everything on the white person. We have to take back our neighborhoods and make it uncomfortable for infected to be infected. It's not uncomfortable right
And,
now.
and, and the only way you can get to that righteous being, brother,
through
is
education
by it's by
and
admitting.
bring back the black nuclear family.
No,
That's it.
it's by being truthful. And the truth is something's being done to us. Because, bruh, you mean to tell me that if I dropped out of 3rd grade or I got a PhD, I'm cool with people in my community getting killed? No, man, nobody cool with that shit. And the fact that I can live in that mess means something's fucking wrong with me. Something's being done to me because that's not a human condition. Human beings are not comfortable seeing other human beings
and
die.
you got to deal with it. That's one aspect of it needs to be dealt with. The other aspect have it. You cannot continue to allow that to go on in your community.
Right. So I'm saying to you, we are doing things to try to stop it, but there's something being done to us, bruh. You got to deal with the real before you deal with the idea bullshit. There's some shit going on in our communities that's being done to us that prevent us. That, goddamn it, you mean to tell
It
me
was done
Are you
to
saying
us.
something new being done to it, or is it ongoing?
it's ongoing?
It's the same ongoing.
It's ongoing, but it evolves
The
itself.
damage from the Welfare Act, the damage from
So how
the Truman
okay,
Doctrine.
because we gonna get on because I ain't staying here all night. So
All right, let's
but
go.
wait,
I-
but no, I'm gonna ask you this. Because you had the ideas earlier. So with that being said, you saying that it's ongoing, something that's being done to us. And I'm assuming that you're saying it's being done by others to us, correct?
It can be done. It's done systematically to us, and the system is upheld by us and others. So you got
So
you got,
wait,
you got,
right there.
you got Herschel Walker type motherfuckers, and you got.
So if it's being upheld by us and others, are you saying that because if it's being upheld by us, is it that many of us that it can't be changed?
It's enough of us that. This is why I keep saying like this. It's like when you got a disease, bro. It's only one answer.
You got the cure to kill it.
You got the cure. You got to identify it. And if we as black people gonna identify what is our real problem, who is our enemies and who are our friends,
Okay.
and who's hurting us and who's not hurting us. But we blind, like bro, we blind to the fact that there's something being done to us, bro. We won't acknowledge that. Man, listen, you go from New York to California, and every hood the same, bro. You mean ain't nobody winning? 400 years ain't no city winning.
So you don't think that we can stop what's being done to us?
Yeah, we can, but we can't. First of all, it's examples of success, and I use this all the time because it's my main man. The Nation of Islam is an example of success. They don't fuck with them people, bro. And they got farms. They got self-determination. They've been around.
So you feel that we have to basically self-preserve to get through this? That's the only way.
The only way is to accept truth, and the truth is something's being done to us.
I just asked you because you just said that the Nation of Islam, they
Is an
got
example.
farms, they got all this. So I'm asking you because everybody ain't the Nation of Islam.
Correct.
So do we as a people need to self-preserve as the Nation of Islam is doing?
When you say
to get through
self-preserve,
it?
what that mean?
I mean, you got
What do you mean by
farms, so
that,
you got
Pete?
your own food, you providing for yourself, right?
Yeah,
So are you saying that that's what we need to do?
we gotta determine our own destiny.
So again,
Yes,
we have to so we have to do it. You saying that we
gotta
have to do it without anybody
right.
else?
No, not without anybody else. We got to do it for ourselves first. Once we do it for ourselves first, other people can come in as we permit. They just can't come in how they want to come in. You dig what I'm saying? So, for example, Whoopi Goldberg said Jewish people are white people to black people, and she got suspended for 3 days, for a week. You know what I'm saying? Because Jews weren't going to allow her to comment on their culture, even though her name is Whoopi Goldberg. She Jewish too. They weren't going to let her, a black woman, comment on their culture. And if you think you're going to do that, black woman, take these couple of days off. You come back again, you're getting fired.
Now you're saying what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying? So when we say, hey, bro, you're not going to tell us how we going to get down in our community. You're going to pay a price. We're going to determine our destiny. You know what I'm saying? where we go in the future is gonna be what we determine. But we can't do that unless we acknowledge that something's being done to us, bruh. It's a reason why ain't no black Henry Ford, ain't no black company, ain't no black legacy company that's been around since 1800 or 1906, 1917 that's still here today and doing well.
We know what it was. It's the racism. My point is, you can keep on holding on to the past, but
Yeah,
that's
question that's to you.
because you can look at the.
Huh?
The Nation of Islam is not concerned about gerrymandering because they have their own community. So gerrymandering doesn't affect the Nation of Islam. That don't really make sense as a question because if you own your community, you can't gerrymander my community. I own my community. You dig what I'm saying?
What about the Nation of Islam? You talking about no Muslims
Sunni
got
Muslims
affected?
do a better
What you
job
mean?
of it.
You saying no Muslims got
Yeah,
affected?
Muslims get affected. Yeah. The Nation of Islam get affected by that too, but they own their community. So whatever the negative impact of redlining gonna do, it's gonna hurt those who are dependent on. You know, if I own my community, the impact on me and my community is different than it is if you don't own your community. You dig what I'm saying? So if I own my community and I own the ecosystem of my community, the impact of certain things that happen as negative don't impact me the way it would if you don't own your community. Which is why you can have a Korean man in your, ain't nowhere in the fucking world you should be in motherfucking Atlanta and you got a Korean in your motherfucking community and you shop with this motherfucker. Ain't no nigga should be going to Bojangles if they know who the fuck Bojangles is. But we don't know who Bojangles is, so we steady buying them fucking biscuits. Because we don't have no knowledge of self. You see what I'm saying?
You're talking on an educated
I ain't
person.
educated
Hold
shit,
on.
man.
Dude, listen to this.
Man.
If you look at the
Man, fuck education shit.
If you look at the infected
goddamn nation,
that can't read, a lot of them can't
Elijah
even
Muhammad
read.
can't read.
They
Elijah
can't
Muhammad
even
can't read.
They can't
Elijah
even
Muhammad
read.
couldn't read.
You're asking somebody that can't feed themselves.
Man, I'm telling you,
to
Elijah Muhammad couldn't read.
I'm not, dude,
I'm telling you, Malcolm X couldn't read.
We can throw history at anything. It's always going to be an example. Okay, what I'm talking about is an everyday kid. You have to put it so he's okay to go to school. So being ignorant
this shit
isn't
ain't hard to
celebrated
understand,
in our
bro.
community.
This ain't hard to understand. I don't know. You in love with that cracker, which is hard for you to.
Oh
This is not calculus. This is preschool math. No, it ain't black.
Where you going? Where you going? Here you in the front of the camera.
It ain't black and white. You act like you got to be educated to understand what a motherfucking preschool kid.
Wait. Hold on.
Martin
Listen.
Luther King, Malcolm X, you fucking talking
Man,
about
if you know who the fuck,
redlining is.
man, if you know who the fuck Oscar the Grouch is, you understand what I'm saying. All you need to do is go to preschool to understand that these motherfuckers are not sharing with you the way everybody else does. Something's being done to us. We must acknowledge that and don't run from that. It's okay. But once you acknowledge that, then what do you do next as a people? We can't blame them for our solution. But we got to come up with a solution. We can't do that. Keep trying to pacify. I ain't got to. If you graduated kindergarten, you understand. If you graduate kindergarten, you understand as the world evolves and opens up to you, shit is not right. We grown men. How many of us have learned something about black history that we like, damn, what? You kind of like fucked up. How in the fuck I didn't know this?
But what I'm not. I don't think anybody's disagreeing with you, Too Free. But you're also not acknowledging that there are lower level people that don't get what you're saying. You're saying there are preschoolers that understand. Nah, it's some niggas who are out here shooting people and then other people are getting shot. So what MJ is saying,
but that's not unique to black people. That's what I'm saying.
Those are black people shooting.
No,
other
that
people.
happened in Chinatown. That shit happens in Koreatown.
It doesn't.
Shit.
Man, stop. Hold up.
You're making shit up.
All right,
No,
yo.
I'm
All
Nothing happened.
right, we go on to top 5.
That's not true.
Getting
angry don't make it
hold
that-
up. You
getting
got
angry don't
hold
make
up.
it true.
Stop.
That's not true.
We getting ready to shit.
White folks
Y'all
kill
not
white
gonna
folks.
have me in here all that night. Dwayne. Woo-wee. We're gonna get to the top 5. The top 5 is the top NFL offensive players. That's not a quarterback, correct? Did I remember that right?
Top 5, man.
Offensive players.
Top 5 offensive players that's not a quarterback.
Damn.
Of all time.
Eric Dickerson, Walter Payton.
Go down, say crying.
Michael
Me
Vick.
too. Now I'm crying inside.
Michael Vick. Let's see. Emmitt Smith. Let's see, one more. Randall Cunningham.
Yeah, quarterback.
He's a quarterback.
Oh, okay. No quarterbacks. Never running back.
They got running backs.
Anything other than quarterback.
Wendell Tyler, Rams running back. Back in the day.
Wendell Tyler.
Best in the
I was a Rams fan.
NFL.
When I was a kid, my dad got that Ram helmet with the lamp, so I was a Ram fan for the longest. With Pat Hayden back in those days. So.
Okay.
Wendell Tyler.
I like Wendell Tyler style.
You got to be a Rams fan. 'Cause I never would have came up with his name. What you got, Dwayne?
All time, I'm gonna go with number 5, Julio Jones.
2 free for president.
Number 4, Calvin Johnson. Number 3, Emmitt Smith. Number 2, like you said, Michael Vick. I love Michael Vick. Man. I don't know why. And number 1,
You know why?
yeah. Well, he's
a quarterback, though.
Yeah, I can't use it. So I'll say LaDainian Tomlinson.
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
And then number 1. Oh yeah, this is I said I was gonna use this one because what's going on? Chris Johnson. I think Chris Johnson's
Chris
been doing
Cascam with the ALS. Yeah.
Lately is dope, man.
That's sad.
Yeah, man. Chris Johnson.
2 free. What you got?
I'm not gonna go on not 1 to 5. I'm just say 5. My 5.
Yeah.
Top 5.
But I ain't gonna say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just
Oh yeah,
Oh,
got
okay,
you.
yeah,
Okay, yeah.
you
You ain't got it.
Jerry Rice.
He knew white people. You can't
Yeah.
use him.
He from Mississippi.
He knew white people.
Say new white people.
Jerry Rice, Barry Sanders, Walter. Damn, I don't like saying his name, but that motherfucker played Randy Moss and probably Terrell Owens.
Damn, boy, y'all
Still
killing
catching
me.
up. Well, look at-
I know. I see it. I see it. She catching up.
That comment is hilarious, though. Who the last one you said?
Terrell. T.O.
Okay.
Killed my damn list. All right, I'm gonna go with gotta put Jerry Rice in there. Drop it in Michael Irvin. Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah, I forgot about it.
Did I say Tony?
You only said 2 so far, so you
I
can't
know.
get confused with that.
Right. I done wrote too many down. Franco Harris.
Oh, you didn't stole his.
I ain't gonna take none of his receivers. I was, but I ain't gonna take none of them.
It's cool. It's cool.
right, then.
I'm trying to do something different.
Oh, okay.
You ain't going with the Steelers?
Yeah, but Franco.
know he going with Steelers.
Franco's still on my list. Michael Irvin. Damn, I cannot believe I said 2 fucking Cowboys. Let me take Michael Irvin off. Let me. Sorry, Mike. I take your ass off. Cowboy, I can't mess with you. Damn, it's crazy. The Giants really ain't got no.
I was wondering. I was
Hey, we
sitting
ain't-
thinking like,
Morris.
daggone.
But the thing is, the Giants was all their great offensive players like 1 season, 2 seasons. I can't put them as
The
all
tight
time.
end they had,
John won most of that Super Bowl on
Jamie
defense.
Morris, Joe Morris.
Nah, they
What about the
Of
big
all
tight end?
time. Talking about
all
greatness.
time.
That tight end they had.
Yeah, but that's just
You gotta say the tight end they had. He wasn't great.
right. Yeah, see, you talking about
I'm trying to remember
NFL
his
all
name.
time.
Mark Bruno.
Yeah, not him neither. Damn. I'm gonna put him in there. Cooper Kupp. I love the way that receiver played football in his heyday. And my last one, I guess, would be I'm reaching because everybody's picked all the. Oh shit!
It's your 5s. It don't matter.
Barry Sanders.
Yeah, Mark Bavaro. Yeah.
Barry Sanders. There we go.
Terry Pearman. Farrakhan had no kid going to Duke, and I'm still got the $100 to the favorite, donate to the favorite person whose son went to Duke. His grandson went to Virginia.
Challenge. You got to name a name.
All right. I gotta go up here. A whole bunch of comments since then. All right, Marlena got Walter Payton, O.J. Simpson, Jerry
about
Rice, Jim Brown, and Barry Sanders. Ty Vick got Jim Brown, Walter Payton, Barry Sanders, Tony Dorsett, Franco Harris. Kiki got Jerry Rice, Tony Gonzalez, Julio Jones, Emmitt Smith, and T.O. Honorable mention, Prime Time. B said someone to dime us out. I already read that one about gerrymandering. Coach Nash got Randy Moss, Sweetness, Barry Sanders, Jerry Rice, and Gale Sayers, a.k.a. the Kansas Comet. Played less than 3 seasons, has more than 56 TDs, 6 TDs in one game. Yeah, Gale Sayers was a bad boy.
1 season, 1 game. Anybody had no 50 touchdowns in 1 game.
Nah, I'm saying 3 seasons, he had 56 TDs, had 6 TDs in 1 game. Frank has Barry Sanders, AB. What? Much as you hate him, had to give Ray B some props on Frank. Gronk, Kellen Winslow. And I just caught a body, Randy Moss. Nash's honorable mention is Devin Hester, because he was a weapon. Definitely was a weapon now. My mom has what's up, CJ Hamilton? I never see that name before, but he caught some of the highlights of the back and forth. Mom got Jim Brown, Emmitt Smith, Tony Dorsett, Jerry Rice, and Terrell Owens.
He said that you
coming out.
need to. He's betting you $100 to his favorite charity.
Yeah, if he can name the Farrakhan's son, our daughter that went to
Duke.
He got 9 now.
Kiki said, I agree with Dwayne. If I got to call the police, we definitely not dating. From earlier comment. And she also said it ain't awkward. This S ain't awkward. I don't care who knocked off, as long as we currently not knocking her off. And it shouldn't be awkward when you really think about it. You know what I mean? Unless you still knocking her off. If you ain't still knocking it, why would it be awkward to know I mess with somebody that's in the same room? I wouldn't feel awkward.
What if she's still throwing it at you though?
I mean, if you ain't knocking it down and you with your lady, it shouldn't be an issue. You know what I mean? And if it is an issue, that means your lady's insecure. That's how I see it.
Damn low. Pimping
I'm
ain't
just saying.
hard. That nigga gonna go to jail with the pimping and pandering, ain't he?
I done been on cabin.
They changed that law. They changed that law, low. You can't do that pimping and pandering.
It's a felony now, right?
I've been on cabin trips with exes of mine. It wasn't awkward at all.
B says, yeah, it shouldn't be awkward, man. Oh, JT, y'all make me go
Family
there.
pimp, man.
Y'all make me go there, JT. You gotta be careful when you make certain comments. You know what I'm saying? It just almost came out naturally, man. You gotta be careful when you do that, bro. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. You just threw my whole. I almost like, yeah, but boy. All right, let me keep going, man.
That's an inside joke.
Yeah, it is. Oh my goodness. Oh, where did I leave off at? Okay. B got Jerry Rice, Walter Payton, Gronk, Anthony Munoz, and Terrell Owens. Oh boy. McKinnon Marketing, what's up, man? Glad you finally caught us tonight a little bit.
Oh boy.
McKinnon got Marion Barber III. Hey, Marion had a run now. No quarterbacks, McKinnon. You got Tom Brady, but no quarterbacks on this one. Jerry Rice, and that's all I got. Not huge in the football. Boy. I forgot. Oh, Terrell Davis. Yeah, Terrell Davis was a monster. Frank's AB was a killer. He's an all-time dummy, but he was that dude, no doubt about it. Harper's Hope 41, that's a charity. Uh-oh.
Find the kid.
Let's say find the kid.
McKenna said,
JT almost asked for that one. Boy.
watch what McKenna said.
These guys are making sounds I didn't know possible. Oh, man. I definitely used to be running people's background, the perk of being a command center operator. That's inside. Can you keep me telling folk that?
That's what we did in the military, though.
That's
man.
a joke.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
a joke.
All right, so I'm going to try. Although y'all got some of my real top five, I want to just try to throw off something that I didn't hear. All right? So I didn't hear one. And this is a guy who, you know, love him or hate him, man. He helped really change how that tight end position is played, man. Shannon Sharp. Hey, Shannon Sharp was a receiver playing tight end, man. And he really opened the door for a lot of these guys. I mean,
Small tight ends.
yes, sir. Fast, you know, made him bulk up a little bit. But Shannon, he was, straight up. And before him, it wasn't a whole lot of them that was
Right.
like
They were
him.
just big.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So I got Shannon Sharp. I got somebody else who's he don't get the credit he deserves. Only because his team went 0-4 in Super Bowls. But Thurman Thomas. Thurman Thomas was an absolute
Boy, when
monster
I tell you
in
he-
college and NFL.
When I tell you, I thought that
Did he
dude
win
was
the
going to beat us
Yeah,
in the Super
won out of
Bowl
first.
by himself
Oh, bruh.
every time Buffalo
No, I
got the
don't know.
ball.
Thurman didn't win the Heisman.
No, he
Barry
didn't.
won it.
Barry
Thurman
won
won
it. Yeah, but Thurman was before Barry, but
Yeah.
Barry won. Because Barry won for
But
2000.
But Thurman, was a monster. I thought he was too, JT.
Yeah. I thought he was going to beat us by himself. Every time they got the ball, he took off.
I thought we were gonna beat Dallas too. But doggone it, boy, they choked like a mug.
That's his
Anyway.
grandson, repair man. That's not him. That's not none of his children went to his grandson went to Virginia on the
Calvin
basketball
said no one
scholarship.
said Marshawn Lynch. Yeah, Marshawn Lynch was a bad boy. All right, I got another one nobody mentioned. I'm surprised nobody mentioned him. Marshall Faulk. The greatest show on turf.
Hey,
And Marshall Faulk, boy.
was the first all-around running back ever to catch passes and run that ball, bruh. You right, yeah.
Yes, sir.
What about EJ?
Adrian James was he was a bad boy, but he was still more of a downhill runner. Just had the ability to catch, I think. You know what I mean? All right, that was three. Thurman Thomas, Marshall Faulk.
Yeah, Mr.
Shannon
Sandman.
Sharp.
I think because of his injuries, why he didn't get the attention. But he got that jacket though. So my Sterling.
I'm gonna go. Oh yeah.
Got
Yeah,
that
Sterling
jacket.
injury cost. Yeah.
Yeah, he got that jacket though.
And Shannon always he was better. He was a better guy. Sterling would have been a true Hall of Famer had he not got hurt. Roger Craig.
Great.
Roger Craig was a bad boy. Another one nobody picked. Dude was one of the greatest receivers ever, man. Probably I'd say maybe top 5. Larry Fitzgerald. Larry Fitzgerald. They ain't said Megatron.
Megatron, yeah.
And then I guess Thurman and Tecmo Bowl. Hey, Thurman and Tecmo Bowl was unfreaking stoppable.
Period.
You right? Hey,
Damn, I forgot about
hey.
Bo. And Herschel Walker.
Hey man, Thurman boy, you go up in the
Yeah,
hey.
Herschel best days though was in the USFL.
Yeah, he had a lot of mileage before you got to that.
Yeah.
And then last, somebody just said it on an accidental tip, but it was that man, Beauregard Jackson, man.
Who?
Bo
Beauregard,
Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bo Jackson, man. Bo Jackson probably would have been without
Hey,
that
man,
injury.
if he'd have played just football.
Sheesh.
Well, Jackson could have been the first Hall
All
of
right,
Famer.
Nash. If he wasn't the first, I will go with Roger Craig being the first. But after that, it has to be Marshall Faulk.
Yeah, Roger Craig was definitely one he caught a lot of passes out the backfield
yeah.
for sure. But it was that West Coast offense. Marshall Faulk was just dynamic. He was just dynamic. Roger Craig wasn't really running no go routes. Marshall Faulk ran every you name the route, he ran it.
Larry Allen.
From wherever. Oh man, what about this one? Marcus Allen.
Larry Allen's offensive lineman. Larry Allen probably one of the greatest offensive linemen in history.
Yeah.
Eric Metcalf. He had a great run. I mean, he definitely had a great run. What you said?
Who did I just say? Shit.
Chris Carter. Good one. Good one, coach. I didn't say Randy Moss.
A couple people said Randy. Moss.
Okay, yeah. I was trying to do one that nobody said.
Yeah, a couple folks said Randy.
Yeah, I was trying to do something nobody said.
Yeah,
Roger Craig had the high knee, boy. Roger Craig get headed with him high knee. Yeah.
It's probably why you don't see him doing no commentating. Probably sitting back on them knees. That boy ran hard, man. He ran hard.
That's a good one. That's a good top 5.
Yeah. It was. Damn. Woo.
Explosive.
Right. That was the word. I was gonna say dynamic, but we can use both of them. Tim Worley.
Who is that?
He had a year or two.
Yeah, played at Georgia.
He had Georgia Day. Yeah, he had a year or two. He wasn't.
Who he played with in the NFL?
I know he played with Pittsburgh for a season, I believe. I can't remember who else.
I remember I tried to tackle that boy in high school.
Barry Foster had a run.
Who?
Foster had a run.
Tim Worley. I tried to tackle him in high school. That was it Worley? Worley went to Lumberton High School, right? Am I thinking about it? I'm thinking about some guy.
I don't know what high school he went to. I just know he was a UGA guy.
Woo, boy.
Yeah,
Explosive for sure. Marcus Allen driving that Jeep when O.J. Simpson was running from the police.
No, that wasn't Marcus.
It looked like him, but no. That was, what was his name? Became famous too because of that. Can't think of his name. It was O.J.'s guy. He played at USC too. Worley was a Steeler.
Yeah, I said he played with the Steelers. Marcus Allen's on that list though. Marcus Allen was a bad boy.
Oh yeah. That reverse run in the Super Bowl. Hey, the best one game career. Timmy Smith.
Oh, Timmy Smith.
What was that?
Played for the Redskins.
Ran
212 yards in the Super Bowl. Ain't heard from him since.
Hey, didn't hear from him since.
Ain't heard nothing from him since.
What's his name win the Super Bowl? Jamal Lewis. He had a couple.
The Ravens. Yeah, he won with the Ravens.
He had some good.
Yeah, he went for the 2002.
Yeah, a couple good years.
Doug High, Tennessee. Yeah.
He got some legal trouble.
AC Collins. Yep, that's who it was. That was driving the Jeep.
AC, that's right. AC Collins. Yep,
that's who it was that was driving the Jeep. 2 free.
Holla.
Where you find you at, bro? You forgot the name of it again? Facebook Marketplace and Dwayne, what's
fan base?
Fan base.
You gotta get you a YouTube page or something, boy. You gotta get something. You got a lot to say. You got a lot to say.
I be on urban radio. That's a real thing.
You got. I know you got a lot to say. A lot to say, bro. I played football in high school freshman year. You thought you was gonna rock it and teach some guys something. Quickly find out some of these guys.
I feel like they're trying to tackle cattle. Hey, that man.
Oh, Adrian Peterson. Wow.
That man McKinnon might have been one of them people during the Oklahoma drill. And they said the Oklahoma drill, the one drill that turned more football players than basketball players in any sport.
Real quick.
Folks ran Oklahoma drill like, I don't think this is for me.
Real quick. And what was that drill where you stood in the middle of the field and they call somebody's number and they just come running at you? It's like in a circle. You was in a circle. I can't remember.
Bull
in the ring.
Oh, you know that all that shit illegal now.
A
lot of illegal.
Oh, bro, a lot of
They modified Oklahoma drill. They doing versions of it. But they modified it. But yeah, that.
Well, when they used to,
that was a mean drill.
They used to put them doggone.
Agent Peterson was a bad man.
Hey, look, when they used to put them dummies over where you couldn't go out, and then they brought them in closer to where you had to run through that guy. Boy, that was a problem. That was a problem.
Yeah, Priest only had about a good 2-3 year run. So what was the other dude? The Nigerian Nightmare. He had a
Christian Okoye.
Christian Okoye. He had about
And who was the other
2-3
back that was in
years
there with him? That both
William
of them ran.
Andrews. William Andrews.
Both of them ran for 2,000.
He played the
Ran
wrong
for
team.
1,000 yards in the same season for Kansas City.
Greatest backfield ever. Cribs.
Played with
All
Christian
three of them
Okoye.
pro.
He was from Virginia.
Cribs, who was the other one?
Running back from Virginia that played with Kansas City. Both of them ran for 1,000 yards in the same season. Christian Okoye and the other running back. I can't remember the other guy's name. Both of them. They was,
No dodging that bull in the ring.
Christian Okoye seriously was a
No, he had a
true defensive tackle playing running back.
What y'all
Somebody
think
said
about
Mike
that?
Allstott.
What do you think about that Nigerian that
Bad
got
word.
that got drafted? He just a physical specimen. He ain't never played no football. You think he gonna do something?
Was it-
Definitely not this year.
What is he playing? What did he play?
Yeah,
306
line.
pounds, 4'6", 40, 40-inch vertical.
What did he play? Lacrosse or something? What he play something.
Nigga played chasing hyenas. Goddamn,
Or what
that's
was that?
Hyenas.
What's that sport where they throw the
Cricket.
rugby?
Probably play something like cricket and soccer over there in Africa.
Or rugby.
Or rugby.
Why y'all ain't talking about Jalen Brown, man? I thought this was gonna talk about him.
Yeah, we need to talk about him soon because boy, Jalen got these folks. They scared of that boy.
Hey, he Atlanta boy, ain't he?
Hey man, yeah, yeah.
Polished him up.
Yeah,
Where he went to school, McKeitry?
Wheeler,
What is it?
Marietta. Yeah,
She give me a roof.
I thought he was from Stone Mountain. Yeah,
Oh, Barry Word. That's what shared the backfield.
Barry Word. That's who it was.
With a
Yeah,
call,
went,
yeah.
to,
You
went,
right,
to,
B.
went to Virginia. Yeah,
Barry
went to
Word.
Virginia. Played.
Ask
both
Cop,
of
you
them
don't
ran
love me
for-
no more, man. You ain't saying nothing. He done fell out of love with me, man. Where's the black love?
As a cop,
We got community together, Ask a Cop. We
Ask
can't
Cop.
be like this because we disagree.
go ahead and
We got to still be passionately in love with one another, man. We black
No,
men.
you still my boy, man.
Y'all done share the Quran together. Y'all good.
Oh yeah, right.
Hey, we need Yom Kippur up in here.
Hey,
Rosh
ask cop.
Hashanah.
Go ahead and give us your going out. I know you got something.
People, our community needs to worry about us. And part of worrying about us, you can't have Trump on the brain. You can't have white people on the brain. We have to be our solution. We can't bring the past up. Teach the past so we don't forget it. But we have to focus on what's wrong with the youth today. Dropping stuff on them. You're talking to a kid that doesn't even know anything about whatever, it's not going to work. I'm looking at this over here, my bad. But anyway, we just need to focus on us, man. Quit bringing in every other race. We're the ones that are killing each other. From 1997 to 2021 in
This is
Atlanta,
closing sermon.
98% of homicides were black on black. Whole time I worked Fusion, which was over 10 years, ran the unit, worked it. Only 3 times did somebody white kill somebody black, and it wasn't a store owner, a business owner, or somebody in the home. That we actually got the warrants. So it's a reality we have to deal with. If we don't deal with it, it's going to continue and it's not going to change.
Copy that.
What you got this weekend, Angelo?
Mr. Andman said he's from UAR Bernard. I don't know how to, that's all I can say, just spell it out. UAR Bernard from Nigeria. He doesn't know anything about football, but he's from a poor family. He'll do anything to make it. Yeah, and that kind of size, they're going to, if they want to make it, they'll get them in there.
Yeah.
B say stop it. Hey, listen, man. We had a great night tonight at Tradition Global Cuisine. We're there every Sunday and Tuesday. Tonight with Grady Baby birthday. Great turnout. Over 50-something people in the room. It was dope. What's it today? Tuesday. Thursday we have Destiny open mic, which is growing legs. Really good turnout last week. This Friday we got our Young Gunners of comedy hosted by Calibo. And Saturday night I got Jay Lee, Thomas, and Deshaun Ross. Both these brothers are super funny. Jay Lee, the one last time you came, Jay Lee was the one that said douchey I think you were there for that show. I didn't see it last time. So, but yeah, man, great weekend in comedy. Let's rock. Appreciate that, B.
All right, with me, man, ain't much. I told y'all about the Eva's Revenge. Still hadn't gotten those dates yet. I will be getting those to you as soon as I get it. But Guy's a stage play. I finally pulled up the calendar. We will be in St. Martin the weekend of August 7th through the 9th. We got 2 shows that weekend. So again, if you can get over there
Coming up.
Yeah. August, I'm over there August 4th through the 11th. I'm over there for a week. But that weekend, we will be doing 2 shows. If you get there, buy your own ticket, pay for your own food. I got your ticket to the show, VIP type shit.
They get you a hamburger too.
They don't really do hamburgers over there, but I can get. They got
I'm saying you can get them a hamburger.
We got some pretty good food over there. But
Plantain.
Where we actually do the show at, there's a restaurant right there on it. Again, everything over there, of course, is our own. It's Black owned, so we support them as much as possible. So if you get there, like I said, got your ticket to get into the show, just let me know. That's gonna be. I got some other things. I actually got cast for 2 things this week, but I'll let you know when that's coming up. And that's gonna do it, man. But I will say this in regards to the kids being celebrated like they had went to the Million Man March.
There you go. Language
We do need to celebrate us more, people. I'm saying if y'all have something that happens, reach out to one of us and let us know so that we can talk about it on the show. We don't mind doing that, especially if it's local. But if it's not local still, reach out to us and let us know so that we can celebrate it also, man. Black excellence is Black excellence. So, how they come. Yeah, good point. Provide document. Send us a link or something so we know it's true. But yeah, let's celebrate. Let's celebrate us, man. Let's keep doing it. I have a shirt that says Black History Month is not just one month; it's all year long, man. So let's make sure that we keep celebrating. You dig?
Hey, McKinnon Martin, we appreciate that comment, man.
Say it.
He said, "Sorry, Mitch, I can't seem to make these on time, but this show definitely needs more viewers. Keep it growing." We really appreciate that. We just need people like you, man, to continue to check us out. And then share, and subscribe. Man, we need people to continue to hit all the emoji cons on this screen here, all the hearts and loves.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button.
And we need to get with you on that, man. For sure. We need to get your information. Maybe you and our producer over here, Dwayne, can get together and figure out how we can make that connection with you. Dwayne, I don't know if you see his comment, but he said he wanted to help us with his marketing services, man. We need to work on that. Yeah, I'll be in Pike County with Coach Nash Friday, man. We got the Renegades out there again on Friday.
Pike County, Mississippi?
No, Pike County, Georgia.
How far is that?
It's about an hour and a half from my house. It's all back roads. It was all
west or south or where's it going?
I don't know. And I mean that sincerely. It was all back roads. I don't really know which way it's going. I just know. Can I be honest, right? When I was riding down to Pike County, I don't know if you went the same way as me, Coach. Ask a cop is right. We got to stop the violence. I hope you see that message, McKinnon Marketing. Shoot that to Dwayne, please. That'd be great. But as I was riding down to Pike County, man, these back roads, but I was just thinking about, man, there ain't a whole lot of, hey, and the way them roads are, and them woods, and
hey, man,
You don't want to break down.
I was like, boy, you have full gas.
You might have to start.
I was like, boy,
Gassed up anyway.
this is the kind of place where folks just disappear.
Hey, you and Nash need to turn y'all location app on so we know where y'all at. So
They fucking disappear out here, man.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So we can look for y'all Saturday morning. Make sure y'all are back into the confines of the Atlanta area for real. That's gonna do again. Great show. Appreciate the passion. We're gonna keep it going. McKinnon again. for surely appreciate that help, whatever help that you can give us on that. Everybody else, appreciate your help. Also, hit that share button. Let it go. We're gonna be, this will be right on YouTube within the next day or so. Hit them buttons and share it. Get these people to see it.
And hopefully y'all getting the shorts that we be putting out, because the shorts get a whole lot of views. Coleman County. That sound even worse.
Yeah, I'm not.
That sounds even worse. He said, got the email, sent you, Dwayne. Good deal.
Yeah,
I'm
but
the
I'm not
shorts
going
are
to
going crazy though, man.
Coleman County. I ain't going out there. That don't even sound right. But yeah, man.
Hopefully y'all getting the shorts. I hope y'all getting the shorts.
These shorts, man. Yeah, they still putting it on my other
I ain't
page.
saying nothing. 20 minutes, y'all got me up here at 12 o'clock. You niggas tell me I'm going to get out of here early.
Where we going?
Because what y'all do the first hour. That's the problem. If y'all would cut all the back and forth for the whole hour, maybe we can cut this junk down.
Hey, you know what, though? I think this was the first time in Classic Conversations history that we had a walk-off. We never had a walk-off. We had a walk-off tonight. See what that does? Hey, see what that...
Coach Nat loved it.
Hey, see what that Uncle Ernest doing? That Uncle Ernest got the walk-off coming.
worked.
Yeah, it worked.
He said, Alabama, look it up. That's why I said that sounds bad. I don't want to go to Coolman.
I kept opening, I ain't see nothing. So I put it in my ear. This motherfucker worked, man. Shit.
Hey, man.
I was at a Michael Jackson moment.
Before we get sued.
Classic Conversations.
Classic Conversations with JT and Low.
Announce the cup.
And we are out quickly. You dig?
Hey, man, appreciate y'all, man. Real talk.
Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way to read. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and Low. You never know which way the rhetoric is gonna go. Classic Conversations with JT and